That's not a question for me. I'm the whitest dude on the planet, so I can't
I
answer that.
I
But
I I can tell you why.
well, let me get Slim. Where are you from, Slim?
Florida,
What brings you up?
the prompt.
Tell me more.
Um, so I feel like it's two different situations. I feel like with George Floyd, it was unalived by authority, which hits a little bit different. I think for a lot of people, thinking that these people are supposed to be, protecting and serving and stuff like that. Where George Floyd is I just think it's two different situations.
It is two different situations. I agree with you. The mind blowing thing for me that I've learned over the last week is there's so many people that fought or celebrated or participated in the BLM movement that don't know a simple fact that more white people are killed by police officers every year. Were you aware of that?
Well, I mean that's per capita. I mean, there's
Okay,
more
but
wealthy
just a
people.
flat out, you
Of
you are
course,
aware of that.
yeah.
Okay, so
There's way more
uh,
wealthy people in America.
why is it that you don't see the other side, whether it's Republicans or white people, however you want to characterize them, respond that way? And like for instance, up here in the top photo, there's a group of people in this country that lost somebody that they're hurt about, and it has inspired more prayer.
So can we? Are we having a real conversation? Because a lot of panels are just being rude and disrespectful. But if we could have a real conversation, that would be great.
I'm so sorry. Was I rude or
No,
disrespectful?
no, not at all. I'm just saying, like before
Okay,
I
so
speak.
can you just answer, please?
See, it seems like yeah. But I think that we're in America. Yeah, I
Sounds
think that
good. All
you,
right,
as
we're in
a white
America. Good
man,
start.
you should understand why there would be outrage for a cop killing a black person in America.
I don't, honestly. Point
You
blank, I
don't, or
don't.
you don't know
And
the
the
history
reason
of
why
the
I
black
say
people in
that,
America.
hold on one second. The reason why I say that is if we looked up the stats and 98% were black people, then I could see the outrage. But that's not
Per
the case.
capita.
Okay, still not 98%.
Right, it can't be.
Okay, very good. So if it was
So
every
per
single,
capita.
and then another thing, and I'm just being honest with you, okay? Another thing that I don't know makes me, it bothers me, is that there aren't police officers walking up to somebody that was speeding down the road and shooting them, right? To me, anytime I get pulled over, I've been pulled over plenty of times, and the cop comes up, says, "Put your window down." I put my window down. License, registration. Is there a gun in the car, etc., etc. And I just listen to the cop. Not not one time have I seen a cop just walk up and shoot somebody. So I just don't get that. And then just one more thing, and then I'll let you respond. Is if I'm a cop, and people are reaching in their pockets or speeding off, just naturally, I want to be able to end my shift safely and not die. So I think I would be a little trigger happy. Unfortunately, I'm just being honest with you. So you could respond.
Right. So if we can talk about the prompt, I mean, so
Wait,
if
I'm so sorry. Can you address what I said?
yeah, I am
Okay.
addressing what you're saying. I'm
Okay.
just saying,
Okay.
like, so because you're talking about extra stuff, but I'm saying when George
Well,
Floyd
let's
got
just keep it simple.
unalived,
Let's zero in on one thing. I rambled
okay,
on there, and that's my fault.
right,
But there's never just a cop walking up to a car and opening fire.
okay,
It's
so
always the person does not listen for one reason or another. Address that.
okay, so kneeling on someone next after they're already unalive and you won't get off is not
Well, two things. Two
What?
things. Number one, I don't know if you saw the body cam footage before the knee on the neck. They tried to put him in the back of the police car, and he refused. So that goes back to
right.
not listening.
Okay,
And then just one quick question: do you think the fentanyl in St. George Floyd's system helped or hurt him that day?
so yeah, it could have hurt him that day, but if you are
No, could have. It
human,
did.
no,
It
yeah,
did. It
No,
did.
and I'm not even gonna go against you on that. But as a human being, you see
Hmm.
someone is down, you see someone is begging, you lay on their neck, even to the point where the paramedics come and they're like, "Hey, tapping on you, like, hey, you can get off now." You've seen him defecate, you've seen this, that you know he's unalived, and you still won't get off his neck.
I got you. But that once again, you didn't address what I said. In all fairness, is if I said to you, if I get pulled over, I'm listening to the police officer, and you then followed up by pointing out that George Floyd did not listen to the police officer.
Okay, so does that not listening to a police? How many? Okay, well then, since we can talk about stats, how many white tea people have you seen not listen to a police officer and still walk away unharmed?
Well, statistically, once again, more white people die at the hands of the
You can't
police
say
than black people.
statistically. You got to talk about per capita.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't just say that. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So, first of all, I'm biracial. So, like, I
That's
don't know if that
tremendous.
matters to anybody, right? So, and I've been allowed, and I've been in rooms with YT people where I just understand the mind frame or whatever. Between you and I, what's so hard about understanding what Black people have been through in America?
I think I think acknowledging that black people went through a very difficult time in this country. I think that's very fair. But it's 2025, right? There's nothing that
My
I can
mother
do.
was alive.
Well,
Your mother was
I'm
alive.
so sorry. Don't please don't interrupt me.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do as a white man that a black person can't do, right? Nobody's trying to tell people to get to the back of the bus or don't drink from the same water fountain. Like it's just not that way.
Do you believe that history will harm somebody? So if I grew up with a horrible history, do you believe that would affect my outcome on life?
That's up to you, right? That is 100% up to you because there are black people where their great grandmother they were slaves and now they're millionaires,
Hmm.
right?
Great.
Like,
Yeah.
and let me tell you this: when we did like a very detailed family history on my dad's mother's side, I found out that some family members passed away during the Great Famine in Ireland, and I think it was like the 1840s or 1850s. I could never imagine using something atrocious that happened to my family as an excuse for why my life sucks today. But for
See, but I
some
think
reason, there are black people in this country that pull it off very well.
so. So
Right.
I wonder if you're being like if you're not being disingenuous. I'm not mad at you. If you are,
Am I
then
saying anything that's inaccurate?
yes, it
Wait,
Okay.
is.
wait,
It's
wait. What's inaccurate about saying things like
hold
minorities,
on,
like the
True. I
hold
don't need you,
on.
Chinese?
bro. I don't need you, bro. Don't need you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you,
yeah.
sir. Don't need you.
Thank you. So okay. Can I just get a second to talk?
Can you tell me
So
what I said that was inaccurate?
I just feel like it's not the same. You cannot compare what your great whatever went through in one little time in their life compared to what Black Americans have went through in America. Now,
Okay, can I just respond to that? Then I'll let you respond.
okay,
I think you can play victim for anything, right? You
I'm
could play victim for things that happen to your family today. You could play victim for things that happened to your family over a century ago. It's all up to you on how you respond to anything, right?
I disagree. So
Yeah. Wait,
when okay, go
why
ahead.
is it why is it that not all Black Americans are playing victim still?
Because not all Black
So
Americans went
once
through.
again, so there's no disagreeing. It's factually true, and this
You are
broadcast.
aware that all Black Americans did not go through the same stuff. You're aware of that.
So are you saying that all Black Americans today, uh, they
Did
did?
not go through the same thing. No.
Okay, so are you saying anybody that has an ancestor as a slave, they're still using it as an excuse? Are you saying that, or they're still referring back to it?
I've never said any. I've never said anything about slavery. I think what happened a
Here you
hundred and
are.
plus years
That's
after
weird.
slavery was mentally harmful to the Black community.
So are you, just to be clear, you're okay with black people in America uh, playing victim or reminding people what happened to
How
their
can victims
ancestors?
play victim? How can like
I'm sorry.
you say ancestors? But my mother was alive. Ruby Bridges is still alive. You're saying ancestors that
Uh,
this is was
I
centuries
I
ago.
don't
This is in our
know.
backyard. You don't know who Ruby
Okay,
Bridges is, and you know
so
what that's
I
harm.
have no
That's
clue.
sad and that's hurtful. That's the first little black
Right.
girl who went to the first white school. What that little girl who got met with grown adults, everybody throwing stuff at her, racial. She's still alive. So we're acting like this
And
stuff
how
is
does that
centuries
affect
ago.
your
It's
everyday
not.
life?
How does
Hello?
that
How does that
affect?
affect
She
your
had to
everyday
wait.
life?
Those people had to raise children. We're here right now.
Oh,
Like, what
okay.
part are we confused? Don't. Can we
So,
be
okay, so
genuine?
let's just, I'm not going to fact check whoever Ruby is,
Ruby
okay?
Bridges.
But
You can
no
though.
problem, no problem, no problem. So, how many more generations is this, I don't know, victim card going to play out for?
Why
When's
is it
the
a victim card
expiration
if
date?
black people are the victims of America? Why is it a victim card if this is proven fact that black people are victims of America? Why? How is it a card? How is it not
What?
fact?
Yeah, but like then whenever I start bringing up stuff like black people are responsible for over half of our murders in our
But that's
country,
not
like you guys
true.
really don't
They're
think that
also
much.
responsible for majority of the exonerations. They're also 7 times more likely to be
Wait,
falsely convicted. These are
I
all
got you.
facts as
Wait, can
well.
I ask you? Wait, hold on one second, okay? The last full year that the FBI put out the numbers, it was 51% of the arrests were, unfortunately, they were black people. And then whenever we looked at the,
Right, right.
no problem. And whenever we looked at the convictions, it actually went up to 55%. So, and what I don't get is you guys
You
go to
kept
this.
exoneration.
Hold on
Do
one
you know
second.
what
What I
exoneration is?
Yes, 100%. So what I don't get though is instead of focusing on the
There's
thousands of
61%
wait, hold
exoneration.
on one second. Please don't talk when I talk, okay? What I don't get is why are you focused on the couple dozen exonerations versus the few thousand murders? Does that make any sense?
So you're talking about a people. So
Address what I
I
said,
don't
please.
I don't
I
feel like
say to
we're
you,
being genuine. Like it's almost like you don't want to get it. And I don't. That's the
okay,
harmful part about it when it comes to
no,
YT
I'm
people.
going to be
It's like
honest with
you
you.
don't want
It's
to
you
get
that
it.
don't get it. It's you. It's you. It's not me.
So why
You're the
are there
problem.
some YT people?
You're
Why
the
is there some
problem.
YT people? Why there's a lot of YT people who agree? Why?
Don't say white tea. Say
Where are
white.
y'all
Say white.
differences?
Say white.
Well,
We say white
I'm
in
thinking
here.
about. Do you see how you're look at like you're like it's sad.
Right. I'm the sad one. I'm the
You
sad one.
are.
But we
It's
have somebody
evil.
that's playing victim when they're half
Playing
black.
victim. So black
Okay,
people are
playing
not the
victim
victims of
when you're
America.
half black and quoting
So black
Ruby
people are not the
Bridges.
victims of America. So you're
Too
gonna say
funny.
black people are black people the victims of America? Yes or no?
I think right now, I think
Are
you guys are the aggressors, right? Because
are black
what do
people the
yins do?
victims of
Yins
America?
rob
Yes
more,
or
yins
no?
steal more, yins loot more,
Look
yins
at you.
murder more.
Why though? Were we
You're
doing
the
that in the
problem.
1900s? Or were we just begging
Wait,
for
I'm so sorry.
equality?
It's 2025.
But were we doing all of that in the 1900s or were we just
Okay.
begging for equality?
Okay, so at what point
So
did
now
it
you're in the
start?
fuck it stage. It's called the fuck it stage.
Oh,
You
fuck
beat
yeah.
somebody down, and now you judge them for the outcome.
I got you.
It's
So
it's hurtful.
are you saying that the
I've made
loot
it out. You're not talking about me. I'm not a victim, but my heart still goes out to
well,
black
here you
people
are.
and any
Here
white
you
person.
are.
Yeah, because why wouldn't I speak out for
Victim card
victims?
approved. Half
Why wouldn't
approved,
I
but approved.
look at your? It's sad, and you don't want.
Yes.
You don't. You're complicit in your racism. That's what it
Yes.
is.
Oh, okay. I'm the racist.
You
This
are.
is the problem, little
You can't
Ruby.
even
This is the
admit that
problem.
black
This
people
is
are
the
the
problem.
victims of America.
Whenever I brought up the murder stats, right? Instead of addressing the few thousand murders, you wanted to focus on a couple dozen that were exonerated. How does
Okay,
that make sense? Just like from
so
common sense, how does it make sense to you?
so again, you treat people like animals, and then you get mad at them for acting
I'm
like
not
one.
treating
Sorry.
anybody like an animal. I can assure you of
You're
that.
not. That's the point. You're irrelevant. You try to white
Correct.
people try to make themselves seem so relevant. You're not even relevant. It's the government. It's what has happened. It's not you. My neighbor being racist
But
does
you're
not
still
hurt me,
not
hurt me or harm
acknowledging
me in
why
any
you
way.
focus on the couple dozen exonerations instead of the
And
few
you treat
thousand
people like
murders.
animals and then judge them for being one. I don't get that.
So are you justifying? murders?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So we're justifying murder now. You're saying because
I
of what
am.
has happened in this country, it is a-okay for
To
black
black
people
America,
to
not this.
commit
Yes,
lawful murder.
yes.
Great.
When foreigner black people come here, do they act like black Americans? No.
Okay.
When Africans come here, do they act like black Americans? No. Black
Well, to be
Americans are
fair,
distinctly fucked up. And why is that?
when was the last time a white man held you back or held you down?
Look at like you hear me and you still don't want to hear me, and that's sad. It's
Right.
not you against white. First of all, it's
So,
really
right.
about class.
Right.
And they have painted us against each other, so you're really very ignorant and dumb for even playing their game, because it's really about class.
I'm the
Like
dumb one. I'm the
you're
ignorant
bottom
one.
of the
No
barrel
problem.
to these white tea people. You're
So
you're just used as a puppet, and you
yes,
don't
I'm
even
the puppet.
see it.
I'm the dumb one. No problem.
You
So
don't see it.
I don't see it. I'm blind. That's why I have glasses.
You rather
But
be I'm a white supremacist. It means nothing. America is shit.
America.
America is like the most fucked up country. What was the stat that just went
Why are
out? The
you
most
giving? Get the fuck
hateful.
out. Get
No,
the
you
fuck
get
out.
out.
It
You're
would
the
be much
immigrant. Black
easier if
Americans are
crap
not the
like you just
immigrants.
left.
Black Americans aren't the immigrants. You
It
guys
would.
are.
No. Let's
Black
not get started
Americans
on
are the
that.
only ones who aren't immigrants. You're the immigrant.
Are
You
you?
get out.
Oh
Where
fuck
are you
yeah.
from? Black Americans aren't immigrants, love.
You are the problem.
You're the immigrant.
But
But
you're the
y'all all
problem.
see your fucking.
Why
I
is
can't
it
get
that you
out.
say
It's my
America
country.
is so
You go
bad?
back to
Just
your country.
leave.
What are you,
Just leave.
Irish? You go to Irish. Go to Ireland.
Go to Irish.
Go to your country. You're not fucking
Alexa, book me a
American.
trip to Irish.
Go to Ireland. Go to your country. You're not American.
So if
You're the
America,
immigrant.
if America is so
Immigrant.
bad, why are you
Get out.
here? Why are
It's
you
not your
here?
country. Black people built this country. You get out.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
What a start. What a fucking start. Guys, I'm just going to tell you this. Whenever I am on camera, I don't even look at the comments at all. So just know that. Don't take offense if I'm not responding. All right, let's go back to my friend
Seems
Paul.
like she roasted you.
She
She
did,
said,
absolutely. She roasted me.
so can
100%.
we agree? Can we
Yeah.
agree that
Wait, hold on one second, Paul. I want to talk about the roasting. I don't want to gloss over that. That was amazing by Ruby Jr. What was her best point that she made?
she made a lot of great points.
Give me one. Give me the best one.
When she basically was saying like when you have it's kind of like having a parent that don't do nothing but verbally
She
and
mentioned
mentally
nothing about
abuse
that.
you.
So I'm asking
Like
for you to quote her great points that she
she
made. She
said,
made
when
some.
you constantly beat a person down, eventually they get to the point where they say fuck it and don't give a damn, and
Okay,
they
so
start to
Paul, do
crash
you?
out.
Okay, so bottom line is no white person is holding you back or little Ruby Jr. It's 2025.
That's
So
like saying that you
just hold
know,
on one second. Hold on one second, Paul. Do you agree with her that she justified that black people commit over half the murders in this country? Do you think she did a good job of justifying that?
I didn't hear her say nothing about that.
You didn't hear her say anything about that.
No.
Okay, her reasoning was because, and that I think that's where she used the beating down analogy. That because white people are, I guess, still
No,
beating the
basically
black
what
people
she was
down.
saying that if you guys were the violent ones, so
So
if
now
you are
your turn.
if you're violent toward a like it's kind of like being violent toward your kids. Eventually they're going to grow up to be violent. So you can't inflict violence and then not expect violence. It doesn't work
Okay,
that way.
so is that your way of justifying black people committing half the murders in this country?
I just be trying to understand, why do you guys be
Wait,
so
just yes or
fixated?
no, Paul. Yes or no, please.
What?
Is that what you use to justify black people committing over half the murders in this country?
Because they're not committing over half the murders in this country. So no.
Okay, so my last guest, she acknowledged the stats. when I say over half the murders, do you have reliable stats that prove me wrong?
Do you know that those
Wait, I'm
stats
sorry.
are
Can you
not
answer
accurate?
me directly, Paul? Paul, can you
What do you
answer me
think?
directly? Do you have numbers from a reliable source that prove what I'm saying wrong?
Like I said, those
So
stats
you're
are
just up here
inaccurate. The
talking out of
ones
your
that
ass. You're just up here winging it.
no, you're being
That's what's
you're
wrong.
you're deflecting.
Oh, I'm
So
deflecting. Okay, tell me
yes,
more.
because basically you have a prompt up here with, you know,
My
Charlie.
prompt has nothing to do with our conversation that we're having. You and I are talking. Forget the picture for a second. So if that's me deflecting, I don't know how that's me deflecting. We're having a
Like I
conversation.
said, you guys have been violent toward. It's a generational scar that has not went away. It won't go away. It's kind of
Okay,
like
so
the
at what point
Jews.
does this expire? Like 10 generations from now, 300 years
That's
from
when
now?
it will expire. When you guys stop being racist and stop thinking that black people are using this as a victim mentality, because that's not what it is.
Too funny. Too funny. Do you
That's
think?
like if Trump
Do
was
you
to
think?
turn around
Honestly,
today.
Paul, do you think Oprah, LeBron James, the Obamas? Do you think they think the same way that you do?
Of
This
course
whole
they
victim
do.
card shit. Really?
Yes, of course they do.
I find that very difficult to believe. I think they realize. I think everybody acknowledges that black people,
The Obamas
the past
definitely know what
wasn't
type of
that
country
great.
we're living in.
But I think they
That's why you
realize that.
don't see his wife
Wait,
showing up
why
to
are you
any of the.
talking when I'm talking?
Oh, I
Okay,
thought that's what we do.
I think those type of people, they recognize they live in the greatest country on this planet, and then you have somebody like Ruby Jr. saying
This is
America is horrendous.
this is the greatest country in some ways, but we gotta be for real here. This country
Okay,
is like they want to talk about the American the Pledge of Allegiance and things like that. Get offended because no one wants to
is
stand
that what
for the
is
pledge
wrong with
because
this
it's
country?
hypocritical, you know.
What's wrong?
And
Wait. So I said this is the greatest country on the planet. You pushed back, and the first thing you spoke about was the Pledge of Allegiance. Explain that, please.
oh, because you know, of course, white supremacists feel like that black people are disrespecting the flag by not standing for you know, when you guys sing the national anthem and all of that, like you guys feel like we're being disrespectful. We just don't feel the need to stand up for something that doesn't represent us.
You don't think the American flag represents you?
No, because it's hypocrisy.
Okay, but the last guest told me that black people built this country. So
And
why?
black people did with blood, sweat, and tears. That's why they were slaves. Why do you think they were slaves?
Well, to be
Because they
fair,
had to build the country up.
to be fair, I was told, and I don't
Do
know if
you
this is
think the
true or
white
not.
people
Wait,
out
why are
there?
you talking when I'm talking? The first slaves in the world were actually Irish. Were me. Were
We're
people
talking
like
about
me.
in America.
Oh, okay. I thought it was America too.
Oh, you're saying the white people were slaves here in America?
I think if yins are gonna bitch and moan about reparations, I best get my cut, right? No?
Any race that any group of people who were oppressed, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, if you were oppressed, your oppressors owe you reparations, and that's just period.
Yeah, but I feel that black Americans in this country right now are oppressing me with their mindset, the way they
Well, you know why
refuse
they
to
aren't
acknowledge
oppressing you?
facts. I
Because
might be owed reparations at the end of the year.
black people don't care about you enough to, I mean, like, you're not
Well,
important.
Paul, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, black females fucking love me. I have no clue why. And
I don't either.
I have been told multiple times, Paul, that I have jungle fever. I'm not 100% clear what that means, but I'm telling you right now
That has
that
nothing to do with me.
I'm not saying it does. Not saying it does. I'm just telling you what has been told to me. So it is what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
So, Paul, give me your last thoughts, and then I'm going to bring somebody else up.
So I just wanted to respond to the prompt.
Okay, same prompt
Um,
that it was the last 2 days that you were here, but go ahead.
yeah, it's every day. I still need your audience to hear my side.
Okay.
I just feel like in response to Charlie, I feel like I understand why there was a prayer vigil and things like that, because there was no injustices being going. I mean, that was going on. He was unalive, like basically. Typically, that's what happens. Like in the world, people are unalive. But as far as George Floyd was unalive by a
Fentanyl.
police
Fentanyl.
officer.
Fentanyl. Be clear. Fentanyl.
No, if it was just fentanyl, then the guy wouldn't have been convicted of a crime. So
But don't you guys say all the time that black people are wrongfully convicted? Don't you guys bitch about that
no, he
often?
definitely was rightfully convicted,
Oh, okay.
and
Fair enough.
it
Fair
should
enough.
have been like they
All
said, eye
right,
for an
Paul.
eye.
I appreciate your nonsense. See ya. All right, Joker. Joker, where you from?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Where you from?
I'm from New York.
What brings you up, sir?
I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for those two ignorant retards. I mean, two ignorant people for saying incorrect
I
things.
don't need an
I want you,
apology. I don't need that. It's all good. I want to believe they're both good people that are just out of touch with reality.
yeah. So my response to the thing is that it's crazy how these two sides, one is peaceful and one is not. And I just want you to know that you're completely right. So, and
Well,
it's lost souls.
I appreciate that. My friend to the right, I think it said doctor. Where are you from?
It's DR. Hi, I'm from California. How
And
you
what brings
doing?
you up, DR?
I was listening to you and that young lady talk, the one before Paul,
Okay.
talk about how she believes that people owe her money for reservations and all that, and I
Uh-huh.
just don't understand how.
Well,
I
that I
want
can.
I want to
That I
know
have no clue why she thinks
how do
that.
people owe people now for things that happened years ago that has nothing to do with them personally. And
That would be a question for somebody that believes reparations are due. I'll bring Paul back up, see if Paul wants to answer
Yeah, I
that
can answer
question.
that question.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
Paul,
same way.
directly, why is it that you feel you're owed reparations when nothing
So,
happened to you? Good, the floor is yours.
so it's kind of like asking a Jew why are they owed reparations in 2025? They're still benefiting from the Holocaust, and they were not there
Benefiting from
during
the
the Holocaust.
Holocaust? How does it? Do you
And
hear
they were
yourself
not
talk?
there. They wasn't there during the Holocaust. So why are they being given reparations from their ancestors who were the ones who actually endured
All
these?
right, so your
You
answer
know,
was dumb as I expected. Do
I have to
you
come up here
agree?
and
Just hold
argue
on,
with you
Paul.
for at
Hold
least
on one
five
second.
minutes every day.
Hold on one second. Do you agree that you will never see reparations? Like, are we on the same page there? Can we
Oh,
acknowledge that?
hey, I don't. That's not. I'm just saying. Even if we don't get reparations, that doesn't mean that we're not entitled to them. We
but
Okay, but
why do you
we both
we
can
may
tell me?
never
agree
see them.
that you will never ever see a penny of
What is
reparations.
this lady saying?
I was going to ask you, why do you feel that you personally
You
need
didn't hear nothing I said, lady. So just go to the
Why
nearest
are you
hell.
getting mad?
Just shut the hell
Oh,
up.
she.
But
Oh,
Oh,
what?
wow.
baby daddy, I just came up here to argue with you for 5 minutes. I come through, support you, and now I gotta go.
Oh, you think this is you supporting me?
I am supporting you,
And which way?
even though you're a fucking asshole. But
Oh
I'll
no.
be back. I'll be back later.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.
So she just wanted to come up and flirt with you?
Well,
Lady, shut
listen,
the hell
I
up.
said that. Wait, go ahead, Paul. You can respond. Go ahead.
She now she just talking out of her damn head at this point.
I just asked you a question. Why are you all defensive?
I'm just telling you, Paul. I don't know why, but black chicks love me. I have no clue why.
That's why
And
I feel like
coincidentally, gay men love me too. Once
I
again,
just
I don't
said
know.
why I feel like Do you ever ask a Jew why do they give reparations in 2025?
No, I haven't, but
No,
maybe
I'm
that'll be
asking
But I
tomorrow.
don't believe they deserve it either.
Oh, there we
you
go.
don't believe they deserve it either.
Nope.
All right, Charles.
Okay.
Why? Hold on one second, Charles. Why are black? First of all, do you agree that black people should get reparations? Yes or no, please.
I want to ask you
Okay,
why.
Charles. We did not learn from last night. I ask you a question, you answer directly, or I drop your ass down. Do you
Okay.
believe black
Okay.
people in America are owed reparations? Yes
Yes.
or no? Yes. Do you agree?
Some are. Yes.
Okay, fair. Do you agree that that will never, ever happen?
No.
Okay. And draw me a map on how it happens. Go ahead.
Okay. White people, and this is per capita, meaning adjusted for their demographics. White men commit more than 60% of child molestation and
But I'm
child
so sorry,
rape
Charles. The question
cases.
was, Charles, the
Why
question
is
was,
that?
how are yins
Why
going to get
do white
reparations?
men
But to
commit more
represent,
than why are they overrepresented and disproportionately represented in pedophilia cases?
but hold on, that has nothing to
More
do
than
with.
80% in Europe, more than 80%
Well,
in
we're not
Europe
talking about Europe, dumbass.
are.
But
So why
sir,
do you guys fuck your children?
but
Why are you
sir,
guys
what you're
overly
talking about
represented in
Oh,
has
fucking your
Charles,
nothing to
you
children?
came
do
up
with
angry,
reparation.
angry.
Why do you guys fuck your children? Is
So,
it genetic?
Charles, do you want to tell us about
This
the
is
plan
and
on
this is
how
and
you
this
get
is
reparations? All right,
and
Charles.
this
Charles.
is documented, verifiable, empirical data.
All right. Well,
Why do you guys
it's
fuck your children?
verifiable that I'm dropping
Why
your
do you
ass.
guys fuck your
You want
children?
to answer?
Is it a genetic problem?
All right, there we go. It's a genetic problem,
What
Charles.
is this? It's degenerate.
All right, very good, Charles. As
This
always, pleasure having you up.
And
Always
Dr. What
bringing
is
the
your
best of the
national?
best.
Dr. Where are you from? The Middle East or what?
Oh,
No.
now you want to talk to Dr.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see
Oh, go
what you.
ahead.
What is your nationality?
I'm European.
You wish you were European.
Okay. Then why you ask me if you don't want to hear me and believe
Because
me?
you're not. You're a wannabe.
What
All
am I
right.
then?
I don't know. I don't know if this
What
is good
am I
news.
if I'm not what you? What do you want me to be? What do you
You're.
Wait, just hold
assume I
on one
am?
second, ladies. Good news, bad news.
Go
Good
ahead.
news is my friend Maria's here, and I adore her. Bad news is she is Jewish, so
Okay.
that might.
Yeah, it's terrible. I know. Hi,
All
Dave. How are
right.
you, by the
So
way?
bad news for Yins. All right. So Maria, what brings you up, love?
I'm just hearing to these ladies talk about reparations, and they're just their brains are not on right now as they speak about it.
Speak on.
Well,
Why?
to be
Do
fair,
you?
it's just Paul above you and the very first guest of the morning. I don't think Dr. Dr. Aligns with Paul. But go ahead, Maria. Continue.
Well, Dr. did mention she did not think that Jewish people that
Oh,
survived the
yes, you did
Holocaust
say
deserve
that. You're
reparations.
paying
Yeah.
attention.
So
So, do you think they
No,
deserve?
no, 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 no,
Do you
no.
think the Jews deserve it?
hold on.
If you
Are
wasn't, if
Holocaust
you wasn't the
survivors
person
still with
in the
us today?
Holocaust, if you wasn't the person in the Holocaust,
Are Holocaust survivors still around today? Yes or no?
yes, but that doesn't mean every Jewish person
Who said
deserves
every
it.
Jew is getting reparations, ma'am?
Okay.
Where did you get that information that and who is giving reparations to every Jew? So you're making blanket
Why are you
statements up
so?
here.
Why are you so defensive?
Because you're making blanket
No.
statements
What?
about something you don't
Hold
know
on.
about.
Can you? If you
And if
listen.
anybody's going to get reparations, it's going to be survivors of the Holocaust and the pogroms that are very much
Okay,
still
but
recent.
hon, what I said was I don't believe that
That
people.
Jews should get reparations.
Hold on. Are you gonna just talk over me, or we're
Nope.
gonna have a conversation? Because if you want to talk over me, just tell me, and I can drop and go to another live and
All right,
talk.
let's try and keep it simple.
You want me, Miss?
Wait, hold on one second, Paul. You're saying that if they were unfortunately survived the Holocaust, they should still get reparations, correct?
I
Yes.
feel like any group of people.
No,
who
hold on,
were
Paul. Hold on one second. I'm asking. Is it Dr. or Doctor? I'm so sorry.
Dr.
Dr. You agree with that, right?
Yes, if you were in the Holocaust or if you were a survivor from that, yes, you could. But if you were not in it and you didn't and your great great grandmother was in it, but you wasn't, you personally do not get it. The same way I feel with the other people. If they wasn't the slave, they don't get it either.
All right,
Great.
Maria, do you want to
Don't.
respond?
I'm not really sure what they're arguing about because Jewish people that were not in the Shoah, the Holocaust, don't get reparations. In fact, the reparations that Holocaust survivors do get is pitiful. An average Holocaust survivor, you know how much they get in their 80s and 90s, barely living off of what they have? About $1,000 a year from Germany.
Maria, can I ask you something?
A year. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so do you think that, you know, you're a Jew, your family, I'm not sure if you were a descendant of the ones who were a part of the Holocaust, but just say, um, you know, people feel like, oh, the Holocaust happened a long time ago. The Jews should just get over it. Why are they still celebrating the Holocaust? Why are they still bringing it up? Do you think that the Jews should just get over what happened to them in the 1930s? Or is that a
No.
generational scar that they
Wait,
will never
can I
forget
just?
about?
I just want to say one thing, then Maria could answer.
Yeah.
I've been on TikTok for over 2.5 years, running type of political lives or talking about wars or whatever. Not one Jewish person has ever came up and used what happened to their ancestors as an excuse for what is going on today. Not one.
Because the Jews were
However, there
able
have
to
been
rebuild
hundreds and
themselves
hundreds
from
of
the
black people that
Holocaust.
have done that.
Which
Maria,
is
you could respond, love.
I don't think it's something that you get over, certainly not quickly. In fact, my grandfather is a direct Holocaust survivor, and my family, my immediate family, who is also still with us, survived all kinds of anti-Semitism and pogroms up until they came here as refugees. So it's very much still a part of who we are. It's not something that happened hundreds of years ago. These people are still alive and with us. And if we forget their stories and don't talk about it, that's when history repeats itself. And what we're learning right now is even if you do talk about it, it doesn't seem to matter because history is exactly repeating itself, similarly to what we have seen in the 1930s and 40s.
Do you
So
want to
to just
respond, Paul?
yeah, I mean, you can't stop talking about it. And for a lot of people, our families are still alive and well.
okay. I do feel like some people recognize what happened to the Jews during that time, and I do feel
Do
like
you recognize it? Paul, do
some
you
people.
recognize it?
I have always recognized what happened to the Jews.
I'm going to be
Um,
honest. You come off as somebody that would come in and spam like 271,000 in the chat instead of 6 million or something like that.
what do you mean?
Nothing. Continue with your answer, love. Continue. Go ahead.
What did you mean? I didn't understand that either.
It doesn't really matter. I want you to
Okay.
focus, and then I'm going to move on and bring somebody else up. So
So
go ahead.
I
Finish.
feel like
Finish, Paul.
I have always recognized what the Jews had to endure during that time, and I read about a lot of other cultures who had to endure, um, you know, oppression and things like that, and it's unfortunate. And I do feel like reparations. If you think about when the Israelites were enslaved by the Egyptians, when the Egyptians freed them, they did not just free those people without giving them anything because they knew that they could not just free them and they just go into a land with absolutely nothing. Those people were, you know, had no education, they had nothing to go and build up. So they gave them things like, here, I'm giving you these things so that you guys can go and rebuild yourselves up, restore yourselves, and
Paul,
get
you are
back to a place.
incredible. All right, wrap
You
it
know,
up. Wrap it up. I'm bringing up other people.
But
can we
okay,
hear what
yes.
Maria thinks?
About Jewish people.
No, just in general, what I
Can I
just
just ask a
what I just
question real
said.
quick? And then I gotta go.
Go ahead, Hugh.
Did she just say that the Egyptians gave the Jews things so they wouldn't have nothing when they left Egypt?
Yeah,
That's
they
kind of like
did.
saying that black people
They did.
learn working skills while
Did you
picking the
not
cotton.
read the Bible about when
The
the
Egyptians,
Egyptians freed them? They gave
the
them
Egyptians
things.
didn't give the
Yes, they
Hebrews.
did. Yes, they did.
I think this is
Like
going
to
to
see
require
that.
a history lesson going back thousands of years, and I'm
That's
not
just
sure
like
Dave wants to
during
get into
King Darius gave the Jews
And God said
reparations as
unto
well.
Moses, the
But
Egyptians must give the Jews, the Hebrews, a shekel apiece on their way to the promised land.
Paul, if I said to you there were some benefits to slavery, would that bother you?
Huh?
If I said to you there actually were some benefits to slavery, where some of the slaves got some benefits out of it, would that bother you?
What benefits were those?
That's exactly the kind of reaction that you're sparring with your
I want to
asinine
know
comment.
what those benefits were.
Well, I'm not saying that's the case, but
A
someone
shekel. They
could
all
say,
got a
well,
shekel.
they learned how to work. I don't know what else.
But what did what did it teach you, the white people? Did it teach you to work?
You don't see the correlation between your statement and my question to you. Do you not see that?
No, I don't. It
Oh,
taught us
don't.
to be
Okay, fair
it taught
enough.
us to be fools.
Hey,
I don't
what?
think it matters. Dave, can I interrupt? I don't
It
think it
taught us to be
matters.
fools.
I don't think it matters what you have to say. It's completely ridiculous. You know,
There's
come with
nothing
some
that you
actual
can say to
facts,
me
come with
now.
some
Nothing you
actual
say,
history. Don't
everything you
interrupt
say
when
is
somebody else is
ridiculous. Just shut
talking.
the hell
You
up.
know, you're
Nobody
talking
cares
out,
about you.
we
Shut the
call it
hell
butt
up. You
talking.
don't.
Like,
Nobody cares what you
you
gotta
talk
say,
and talk and
and
talk,
I
and then you
am,
say,
and
but
you're not gonna stop me.
everything after that is
I
coming
don't
out
care
your
what you
ass.
gotta say.
All right, hold on, Paul. Let Heal to respond, please. Go ahead, Heal.
It's not true what you are saying. So any credibility that comes from that has none, has no credibility. And Dave is trying to say that, but you still don't get it. Where's the proof? Show me in the Bible. Show me privately, not on Dave's live. Send me a DM. What did the Egyptians give the Hebrews when they left Egypt?
I
Okay,
will
what did they give them? They didn't
definitely
give them anything.
definitely DM
Nothing.
me.
You need to study your own culture and then maybe move on to another. Okay? I
That's
gotta
the
go,
thing. I
Dave.
don't
It's
worry
lovely to
about
see
other
you.
cultures.
Bye,
I
Heal.
am
Good
definitely
luck with the stupid people. I gotta go.
this takes a stupid one to know one.
That was great, Heal.
Dumbass.
Thank you.
All
Dave,
right,
you need to
so
drop me by all
Paul,
means.
just
Drop
real
me.
quick, Paul, just to go back a little bit. Do you see why that statement could come off as offensive?
What statement was that?
Okay, fair enough. Good enough for me.
What
All
statement?
right.
So, Paul, can I ask you some questions, please?
You can ask me a question.
Okay. You feel that you deserve reparations, right?
I said any group of people who have been oppressed
Okay, so we're
definitely
not talking
deserve
about any other
reparations.
people. When I came up, we were talking about African American
We
people.
was not talking about African Americans.
Well,
I was talking about people in general.
anyway, my question to you is, you got an education, don't you?
Moving on, ma'am. Can
So
you ask
you
me a
have an
question?
education, you have all the opportunities to succeed in life, but yet you want someone to give you something of somebody else's blood, sweat, and tears that they suffered, not you.
What do you mean? Somebody else's blood, sweat, and tears. You talking about my ancestors?
Yes, it
It's just
wasn't
like, let
you.
me tell
You
you
didn't do
something.
it. You go, you
Hold
walk
on. Let me
around
say
free.
something.
You go to stores. You go do whatever you want. You can
Hold
get up
on.
and go wherever you want.
That's just like, let me tell you something. That's just like when my grandmother had a lawsuit that she had actually ended up winning the lawsuit before she died. Um, but when she died, she didn't live long enough to get the payment. So the payment went down to the people, which
All right,
was her
hold on. Let me get
kids.
rid of this snoring
But
charge.
my
So it should be
question is,
passed
what was
down.
her lawsuit? Okay, since you brought up her lawsuit, what was the lawsuit for? She had some
It
kind
doesn't
of
matter what
pain
the
and
lawsuit was
suffering that
for.
she occurred.
It
Not
doesn't
saying
matter.
exactly what, but she suffered and
She
she had
slipped and
something.
fell at a fucking McDonald's and she's
She
sued.
had
Get the
something
fuck
done
out of
to
here, Paul.
her, but yet
Get out of
you want
here.
to reap from her misery.
Reap from
Do
her
you
misery?
understand that that's not right?
Ma'am, I said
You
people
gotta
in
slip and
general
fall. Get out of here,
deserve.
Paul.
People in general
What
deserve.
was the lawsuit for? Answer, please.
No, she don't need to know
I
anything.
don't need, I'm not saying I want to know what it is, but I'm trying to explain to you. She's the one who had the pain and suffering. She's the one who should have had the money, but if she didn't get the money, here you come or anybody else comes and gets it and they get to reap from her misery.
Yes,
And
that's
that's
how
not
it
right.
goes. That's how it goes. That's
But
how it goes.
but do you understand when you're sitting there saying that you
But
want to
see, I
get
don't
paid?
need
You want
reparations.
blood money. You
But
want the
I don't
blood
need
money from
reparations.
somebody else's pain and suffering. You didn't get whipped. You didn't go and pick cotton. You didn't go suffer. But yet you want someone to pay you for somebody else's blood and tears. It's not right.
Okay, where's the question?
That isn't a question.
That's
That's a
not a question.
statement.
That's a fact.
Okay, I thought you had a question.
No, I'm telling you,
Okay.
you want to get paid for somebody else's blood, sweat, and tears. And it's weird. It's wrong. Why should
Oh.
you get something for somebody else's suffering? You didn't suffer.
All right, just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna bring up two new people, and then we'll go from there. What's that say? Art, where are you from, Art?
Yo, I'm from Alabama,
What brings you up?
man. Yeah. You guys talking about black people, so you know, I feel like I need to hop in the conversation. So I'm talking about black people.
All right, so anytime you hear a conversation about black people, whether it's about slavery or the NBA or NFL, you say,
Actually,
I
I'm gonna
must
change that. I'm gonna
participate.
change that. I'm gonna
That's
change
interesting.
that.
Okay.
I'm gonna change that actually, since you put it like that.
Okay.
I partake in any human, empathy matter in general. How about that?
Okay. All right. So, so far today, let me just recap. I had a somebody that was defending black people come up here and justify that over half the murders in America are committed by black people, but and she justified it because her ancestors were slaves. Do you agree with that?
Do I justify,
You
people
agree?
dying?
Do you agree with the justification that she gave?
No, I don't think that correlates with my ancestors.
Okay. Um, but there's a lot of black people that come up here and try and use that as an excuse. When was the last time a white man held you back or held you down?
Like physically or like in life.
Well, no, okay.
I've been held down by the cops, bro, for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Multiple times.
I
And
got you.
you know what I'm saying? We had a hurricane down here at one point, and I tried to get an insurance claim, and I couldn't get an insurance claim, but I had to call my white friend, so he could, like talk to the insurance people so I could get this money.
So you committed fraud.
Huh?
So you committed fraud.
I'm saying I couldn't get the money because this person wouldn't.
So you said,
They
"Fuck
didn't
it,
want to get.
let me lie on the paperwork and commit fraud."
I didn't lie on the paperwork. I just had somebody else talk for me so they can
Well,
understand that.
that has nothing to do with your skin color. That has to do with the way you
I was an
present.
insurance company. I'm pretty sure there was an insurance company not wanting to give me the certain amount of money to fix my home.
I
But
got you. And why do you think
Because
the
of lack
insurance
of
company?
education that you
Hold
didn't
on
know
one
the right
second.
word.
Hold on 1 second, Dr. Why do you think the employee at the insurance company denied you?
I said since I'm in Alabama, like predominantly the South area, I'm pretty sure they was having some type of bias, but I have no idea.
But you have no proof.
That's just my assumption. That's just
Uh,
my assumptions from where my predominant area is and what goes on in my current city. So I'm just like basing that off my experience here, where I'm
gotcha.
at in the
So
at the
is there
deep south, the deep south.
gotcha? Is there anything that the white people in your neighborhood can do that you cannot? Like if you walk out your front door, your next door neighbor walks out the front door. Is there anything that you feel that he can do that you cannot?
Uh, about your examples, no, pretty sure we're doing the same exact thing about just being a regular citizen.
But there are people once again that come up here and act as if my white privilege allows me to do so much more when I leave my house. I just don't get that mindset.
I'm saying I wouldn't. I feel like honestly when black people be talking about racism and white supremacy and white privilege, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you shouldn't necessarily put yourself in that category because you're just a regular white individual working a 9 to 5 on TikTok right now. And I'm pretty sure you're not doing.
Bro.
I'm pretty sure you're not doing anything to harm the black community. Hey, but I don't care about that, bro. But I'm pretty sure you're not doing anything to harm or dismantle the black community in real life. I'm pretty sure you're not attacking black people. So I'm pretty sure these people that are speaking on like white privilege and racism and etc. I'm pretty sure they're not talking about you or like regular white citizens.
I got you.
So,
okay. Go ahead.
Taking in that.
Hold on one second.
Baby Daddy, I want to know. Have you ever walked out your house? Went to a white neighborhood that wasn't your neighborhood, and the police asked you why were you over there? Like, hey, what are you doing over here? Like,
no.
Just because.
Has that happened?
Exactly.
Has that happened to you?
Yes, that happens a lot. I live in the suburbs.
You get bored and say, "Let me drive out of the hood." Go to
I don't live in the hood, so that's another thing. Correction, I don't live.
Well. Okay.
So basically, going into these other communities that are surrounded around.
Okay, so tell me the scenario where a police officer pulled you over. Let's hear this bullshit.
Oh yeah, let me tell you the bullshit then.
Okay, let's hear this made up story. Go ahead.
So basically, driving in my friend's neighborhood, I get pulled over quite frequently, which is why I don't prefer.
But I get pulled over often.
I get pulled over quite frequently just because I'm in the area and they are looking at me like, "Hey, who do you know over here?" That's exactly what they say. Who do you know over here? But anytime our white friends are going to her home, they're never pulled over. But for some reason, when I drive over there, I'm getting pulled over.
Well, maybe don't.
And the only question he has is he wants to know who I know over there. Like who do you know over here in this neighborhood?
All right. So a cop stops you, hypothetically, says, "Who do you know over here?" You say, "I'm going to visit my girlfriend or friend, Susie," and they say, "Okay, have a great day."
Well, one time the cop still wouldn't let me go through, so my friend
What do you mean wouldn't let you go through? Was it a gated community?
No, it's not a gate. It's only one way in,
elaborate on
one way
the
out,
cop
but it's
wouldn't let
not
me go
gated.
through.
It's only one way in, one way out, but it's not gated.
Okay.
So when he pulled me over, he wouldn't let me go in. So my friend came to meet us, and she went off on the cop and told him, like, "You don't never stop any of my other friends from coming over here. Why are you bothering her? Because she's black." That's
what
only
the cop said, because she's black.
No, that's what my friend told me.
And what did the cop say?
And the cop, the energy that he had for me, he did not have that energy for her. And because she also
once again, I'm not going to sit here and talk about
she also had his job.
Could not be made up. I don't know what to tell you.
So there is a such thing as white privilege, and unless you have been black, you cannot relate to it. You know,
does not exist.
Wait, say, my friend down here below, Maria. Where are you from, Other?
Arizona.
And what are you saying? What doesn't exist?
White privilege doesn't exist.
Okay, your thoughts on my friend Paul's story? You think that was true? No, not true?
Super exaggerated. Okay.
Super exaggerated. I live right here in Houston, Texas. Definitely not exaggerated at all. I don't have to lie about anything like that.
Texas is heavily Republican, right? And Republicans are not racist, right?
Oh,
the Democrats found the KKK, right?
The Republicans.
Oh, Fox, yeah.
The Republicans and the Democrats are.
Education.
It has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans. Y'all are all racist. It has nothing to do with what party you're a part of.
So you're
It's
saying
funny
all
because my best
A
friend is
Republicans?
racist
black.
person is just a racist person. It doesn't have anything to do with
You're so
what.
funny, Paul. Paul, you're so funny. My best friend my best friend is black. I've got cousins who are black. My little sister's Chinese.
That
I'm
doesn't mean
definitely
anything.
racist.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
Paul,
definitely
do you
racist.
believe that if you
Paul,
voted for,
oh,
hold on one second, Paul, do you believe if you voted for Donald Trump, you're automatically racist?
I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump, so
I'm
I
so
would
hey.
vote
sorry,
for
you're not
Kamala
answering my
Harris.
question directly. Are all Trump voters racist?
No, I know a lot of
Okay,
black people that voted for Trump, and they're not
okay,
racist.
let me ask you a different question. Are all the white people that voted for Donald Trump racist?
No,
Okay, that you
just
struggle to
like
say
all
no
the ones
there.
I
that
voted
didn't
for
vote
Donald
for
Trump,
him
and
aren't
mine still
racist.
racist though.
There are people who didn't vote for Donald Trump that isn't racist either.
Of course, but once again, you called other a racist pretty quickly.
I called him a racist.
Yeah, did or
Yeah.
was I hearing things? Or
I
didn't you
think
say
you
something
heard
like
some.
Republicans are all racist or
I
something
said
like that?
Republicans and Democrats are racist.
Okay,
So
great.
it has
Okay,
nothing
so
to do with the party that you're a part of.
okay, great.
It has
Okay,
it has everything to do with the type of human being that you are. So if you go around just disliking people just because of who they are, I mean like that they're black, white, Hispanic or whatever, then hey, you're
can a
just
black person be
you're,
racist?
they can be
Nah.
prejudiced.
No. Okay, no. Okay, so if I
Interesting.
went through
If a black
the list
person
of,
doesn't like
hold
a
on one
white
second,
person,
please, Paul. Hold on one second. And this question is for Paul and Mr. Insurance Claim. Um, if
Who's Mr.
I
Insurance Claim? I don't know who that
just
is.
hold on one second, okay?
My name Art, bro.
I went through and kicked out all the black people, and I did it based strictly off the color of their skin. Is that racist? I would say so, but would you agree to that?
And that already happened so multiple times. So yes,
Okay, so just simple yes or no. Is that
yes, I
racist?
answer yes, bro. Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Paul, do you agree with that?
you say what?
If I go through and kick out all the black people out of my life based off the color of their skin only, I just see a black photo, assume they're black, and say boom, block. Is that
Yes, that's
racist?
racist.
Okay, so if a black
But you have
person,
the right to do whatever you feel.
of
If
course I
that's
do, of course, I'm not going to
like,
go to jail for kicking people out of TikTok. But if a black person kicked out all the white people from their life, would that be racist?
it depends on the reason that they're kicking them
They're
off.
doing it strictly based off the color of their skin.
Then yeah, that can be racist.
So a black person can be racist. We figured this out together. Congrats.
Yeah, anybody can be racist. Like if you
All
just
right,
not
we're
liking
making
white
progress
people,
here. What
if you're
about
not liking white
ghetto
people just
insurance
because
claim? Can a black person be racist? Yes or no? Ghetto insurance claim. Are you there? You want to talk? Yes or no?
his
What?
name is Art.
Insurance
Art, do
claim.
you want to talk? Yes or no?
Oh, he's talking to me?
Do you think
Yes.
a black person can be racist? Yes or no?
Oh no, I still don't, man.
Okay, so why is it that it is 100% zero hesitation racist for a white person to kick out the black people, but when a black person does it to white people, it's not racist? Make it make sense, sir.
Cause one is on an app, not real life.
One is
Not doing
what?
anything to your life. It's on the app,
Wait,
so it's not real
dumbass,
life.
dumbass. Whenever I asked you if it's racist if I were to do it, you said yes, zero hesitation.
Exactly, because it's you. And
Okay.
and also I want to clarify who created racism, my guy. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
I'm
Who created
so sorry.
racism in America?
Wait, hold
Who
on
created
one second.
racism in America,
Hold on
Mr.
one
White
second.
Man? Who created
Listen,
who created
listen.
racism in America,
First
Mr.
slave owner
Dave?
was black.
Who created racism in America? I'm not
Okay,
asking about a
so
slave owner, my
why
guy.
you say
Other dude.
wait, Art,
Who
little
created
Art,
racism in America?
little
Bro,
ghetto insurance
hey,
claim?
I'm big dude, bro. I make money off this app. You don't.
You're what?
I make money off
Stop
this app.
it.
You don't, bro. You don't. So
Doing
I'm
what?
big
What
dog
do
over here. I make money off this app, bro. You don't.
Doing
So it
what?
don't
Big
matter.
dog,
What
but
do you
it is
do?
his life.
You can check my page. I ain't got to clarify what I do, so it don't matter.
I want to check
What do
your
you
page because
do?
you're acting
But
very
but
racist
anyways,
yourself.
who created racism in
TikTok
America,
money.
man? Who created racism in America?
So
TikTok money, exactly.
my
That's another
question
income,
once again,
ma'am.
dumbass.
That's multiple
So
incomes
Can
in
I
your
talk
life.
here,
Do
now?
I'm
you
gonna
have
ask
TikTok
you
money?
one more. I'm gonna ask
You
you
don't
one
have
more
TikTok
time,
money, do you?
and then I'll drop your ghetto ass. Right. So
Bro, you can drop me. I
why
don't give a
is
fuck,
it?
bro. I make money. You don't.
Okay, go make money.
Not
I'm
the
making money right
TikTok
now,
You make
money.
so
literally.
much money, then why are you still
The,
here?
the TikTok money that you don't
Not the
have, lady.
TikTok
You-
money
You're
now.
talking about TikTok
All
money.
right, all right. See ya.
Jeez
Gone.
Fuck is
Louise.
happening?
Paul, I'm
Other
gonna be honest with you, Paul. People like that and the first guest of this morning, and at times your approach to these conversations, you guys are the problem in this country.
No, you're the problem in this country.
Really?
Go ahead, tell me more, because I
And
can answer
other,
you on
you
why
look like
you're the
Jeffrey
problem. So
Dahmer in
go
the
ahead.
making, so you
Oh,
can
you're
go
so
take
you're
take
so
a seat.
sweet,
Hold
Paul.
on,
You look like you
other.
eat people.
All right, so tell me how white people are the problem, and then I'll tell you why people
I'm
like
not.
you
It's
and
not
that
white
Hitler
people
dude
who
are
are
the
the
problem. So
problem.
go ahead,
It's
floor is
not
yours.
white people. It's not white people who are the problem. It's
Okay,
white people who are like you who is the problem. Because
okay.
there are some
Why
really
am I
great
the
white
problem?
people in the world. There are some very great white people in the world, and
Of
I
course.
won't box all white people up and say all white people are this way because they're not.
Can I
And
address
So
Paul for a second?
what is the most offensive thing I've done or said?
you're very disrespectful
Of
to
course, of
Question
course.
for Paul.
black people, and I know I don't take you
Other
serious
stops.
because I know you do it to get a reaction.
Okay,
So
but what do you think I am a racist?
definitely,
Okay, so what is the most racist thing I've done or said?
you just racially profiled him by calling him ghetto, and he committed fraud, and that is
No,
not what he was
well,
saying. He
first
said
of
that he
all,
had his
wait,
white
stop,
friends to
Paul.
talk for
Okay, the
him.
fraud thing, that's a fact, right? If you put somebody else's name on your property to get an insurance claim, that is
That is
fraud.
not what he did.
Okay, that is fucking
That is
fraud.
not what
All
he
right, I'm going
did.
to
He had
report
his
that boy.
friend to speak for
Yeah,
him
that's number one.
because
And
he
number
clearly.
two, once again, did he not sound ghetto?
It doesn't
Like,
matter how you sound. You don't treat a person any type
let's
of
just
way
take
because of
once
you.
again,
You don't even know a
let's
person's
pretend
story
we don't
before judging
see,
them.
let's
You
pretend
you
we
have to
do
know a
not see
person's
his
story
color.
before
He
judging
sounded
them.
ghetto as fuck, no?
It doesn't matter. You don't know
Okay.
his story. You don't know what he may have had to endure in his life. What things that
So
he.
you're saying your life experience is what makes you sound ghetto?
Yeah, I mean the things that you are not like
That's me.
you don't know what he's been through to just call him ghetto. Like it
Well, I'll
doesn't
tell you
matter
one
how
thing. He's not getting
that's
many
like
jobs sounding like that.
people that
That's for
come on your
damn sure.
panel, like say people come on my panel and they sound like they are from uh they sound very like Peckerwoodish.
Sophisticated.
But
Not Peckerwoodish.
why would I judge them and say, "Oh, you sound like a Peckerwood"? No.
Kayla, shut your fan off, baby, please.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm
Can
going
you
to
define Peckerwoodish?
you know what Peckerwoodish is, just like
Do I
saying
sound
ghettoish.
Peckerwoodish?
That's like you said like you saying ghettoish, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
but there's white people that sound ghetto as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you don't say it to the white people. And really,
Do I
to be
sound
honest,
ghetto?
when the white
Well,
people
if they
come on
sound
here
ghetto, I tell them they sound ghetto.
and they're talking shit to you, you be like on mute.
When do I ever mute?
They take your whole
Okay, how
soul.
about this? How about this? All my broadcasts are on YouTube. Go find one time where somebody talks shit that I reacted differently. I allow them to say the craziest shit to me, and I just keep moving on.
And another thing,
Okay, ignore and proceed. I
you
like
act
it.
like you're a Charlie Kirk supporter and you say, "Oh, what he represents." Yet you don't represent anything that Charlie represents.
Give me an
You know,
example.
Charlie definitely do not call people ghetto. He would not have called them ghetto on his debate,
Okay, he's
like
a better man than I am.
when they're debating him.
No problem.
Um,
Listen, I have no filter, Paul. That's my problem. If I hear ghetto, I must call out ghetto. And
yeah.
that's a downfall of mine, and I apologize.
Oh, it don't offend me.
Oh, I think it does.
I don't nothing you could say to
Not
ruffle
very
my
offended.
feathers. I just let you say whatever.
All
You
right,
know,
let's go with Kayla. Kayla, where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
What brings you up, love?
I just wanted to ask Paul a few questions, if that was okay.
oh
Let's start
Lord.
with one, and let's see how it goes. Give her your best one.
Okay, so Paul, can you tell me the difference between prejudice and racism?
Oh, fuck me.
I feel like when someone is prejudiced, it's because Like kind of like if I feel like you're talking about like when the black people are prejudiced.
Oh no.
No, I'm
The
just asking about the
definition doesn't
definitions
change.
together.
So racist is like it's more it's led more with hate, and prejudice is more like led with dislike, like a strong dislike for something. And
So
racist is
here,
more like
okay, Paul,
like
let me help you out here for a second, okay? So prejudice is a negative feeling towards a person or a group, right? So I cannot like the host because he wears glasses. I cannot like Kevin down below because he doesn't have any hair. You can be prejudiced about anybody
I
for
just
anything.
leave.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. You can be prejudiced towards anybody about anything: their eye color, their hair color, their skin color, their weight, etc., etc. Racism takes prejudice to a whole other level by using authority. So I'll give you a prime example, right? Say that there is an all black company, okay? They have 4 employees that are warehouse associates. A white man applies for the same job but is paid less simply because of the color of his skin. Now, would that be racism?
yes.
Okay, but how could you sit here and say that black people can't be racist, but yet this white man is being paid less than their black employees?
If that's the case, then yes, that is racism.
All right, so we're
Okay,
making fucking progress here this morning. Okay, you went from saying black people cannot be racist. Now twice you have admitted that
But
black people can
in
be
that
racist.
scenario, that is a form of racism.
But what you're talking about, Paul, is communism. Like if you want everyone to be
No, he's
paid the
not.
same, and if someone gets paid more, it's racism. You're talking about communism. Because if everyone gets paid the same, then it's a communistic
It was an
government.
example.
All right, let's go. Hydra, where are you from, Hydra?
I'm from New Jersey.
All right, what brings you up, sir?
No, I just saw a lot of people like kind of getting triggered by you saying ghetto, and I want to point out that you can be ghetto and not black. Like there are literally white ghetto people that grow up in like terrible communities, and they talk like they have a 3rd grade education. That's what he's referring to when he's saying ghetto.
I don't need
Like,
defense, but I appreciate it. Kevin,
yeah,
where are you from,
of
kind
course.
sir?
Minnesota.
What brings you up?
Oh, Minnesota's just having a ton of issues with Muslim.
Oh Lord.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, Paul, are you a Muslim, love?
No, but what does this have to do with the
I'm going to
topic?
be honest, I don't know, but once again, he's not factually inaccurate.
We just had 6 murders yesterday.
All done by, well, that'll help the black murder rate. That's good, right? Paul, let's look at the positive.
I mean, it's just horrible. I mean, there's just a lot going on. I mean, I'm a MAGA Trump supporter, red-blooded American, and I'm Caucasian.
Can I ask you, there is a town in Minnesota that has a Muslim mayor, I'm pretty sure. Am I correct in saying that?
Oh, there's several.
Okay, and are these murders happening in one of those cities?
It's not the Muslim mayor. He's running. There's a Muslim candidate on the Democratic side running for mayor, but he just got taken off of the ballot.
Oh, I didn't know that. I saw that they were interviewing him. Why did he get taken off?
I believe there's some fraud going on with him and his wife.
Imagine that.
But that's a big problem that we've been having in Minnesota. I mean, our governor himself is involved in $700 million in fraud.
Well, that's Tim Walz. So
The
I mean,
governor
right.
is he white?
Yeah, Tim Walz. He was the running mate for that
Oh, so
dumpster
it
fire,
sounds like
Carmela
insurance
Harris.
fraud, right?
I don't believe that fraud has anything to do or anything has anything to do with color. I honest to God, I could care if somebody's black or white.
Well, I like that. I like that you can point that out, Kevin.
But Paul, the problem is, it's people like you and the first chick that was up here tonight. You base everything off race.
No, that's what you do.
No,
That's
no,
why
no,
you
no.
have that prompt
No,
up there.
Paul, that's where you're crazy, okay? Because there are black people that come up here and have a dialogue that is based in reality. They acknowledge facts.
So,
They
do you
acknowledge
think
there's a
I'm racist?
problem.
Do you think
But
I'm racist?
whenever you act the way that you do and the way the first chick did, I don't know what to tell you.
Do you
And
think I'm racist?
do I think you're racist? No. No, I'm not going to say that.
No, I am not racist.
I
I
think that you
I
guys
do not,
you
I
I
try
think
to
do
you
not,
love
define
white dudes,
racism.
Paul. Let's be
I do
100%
not
honest. I
like,
think you love white dudes.
no, I don't.
Let's be 100% honest. Go ahead.
I do not like
DR said you're up
anyone,
here
I do
flirting.
not like white supremacists. But as far as white people who are decent human beings, who have love in their hearts for people, regardless of race, religion, you know, those are the people I love those people. But
Have
the
you ever
ones
dated a
who,
white dude, Paul?
no.
Oh wow, that
Mm.
like almost seemed like racist.
Yeah,
No,
Racist.
it
that
is.
doesn't. That's a preference. It doesn't mean that I have white friends that prefer
Preference.
white guys. That's not. That doesn't make them racist. They just prefer
No,
white
it's just
guys.
how quick you said. If you were colorblind, it wouldn't matter what color they are. It's
I
the
mean,
person inside.
I just never dated one. It's not like I'm like he keeps saying it like all the time. Like no, and it's not saying like
Isn't it about the person inside?
I agree, Kevin. I do agree. It's about the
So,
person
what if you
inside.
met a white man that was everything you wanted a man to be,
Well, he's not black. That's a problem.
but he's not black. So, I guess that does make you racist.
Oh,
No,
really?
because I feel like
Paul,
it's
wait,
not.
Paul. Do you
I
see the
agree with
difference?
Kevin.
Paul, I said to you, have you ever dated a white dude? You said, oh no, like I offended the fuck out of you. And
No, I
I've been
said it
told,
was
Paul, that
just
I
an
have jungle
it
fever.
was an instant
But I agree
reaction.
with you
It's
on
not
that.
like
She did. The way she answered that was 100% like you offended her.
no, Kevin. He didn't. I was just like I'm saying it like jokingly and like what? Like no.
When was the last time you texted a white person?
I text my white friends every single day.
How many white
I
friends do you have? Over or under 4.5?
no, I have like 8 white friends.
Oh, go ahead, girl. All right, fair enough.
So
Can't be racist.
I
Yeah, 8
grew
white
up
friends.
in a community in Minnesota.
All of my neighbors are white.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yes, all of my
I,
neighbors are white, and I got 2 Asians that live on my street.
Just one more question. Do you have any Jewish friends?
If they're no,
Yeah,
no.
I didn't think so. Not the way you talk. All right, go
I
ahead.
mean, I have
so
nothing against the
hey,
Jews.
that's not fair. And here's why I say this. I was 12 years old. I was riding my bike down the sidewalk, and I saw a black man.
Oh no.
First time ever.
Oh no.
First time ever. Okay, and all I could think of was, are they mean?
Paul, you want to tell us about
And
the
I
first
asked
time
my
you saw a
mom,
white
and
man?
I told my mom that he was
Yo,
black.
what?
There weren't black people on TV when I was a kid. There were
Paul,
never
tell us
gay
about the
people
first
on
time you saw a
TV.
white person.
What's
The
that?
first time I seen a white person,
Yeah.
was my 5th grade math teacher.
Were you afraid?
Of course not. She didn't
Oh,
make
okay.
us afraid. She was not a white racist person. She was not a part of that clique.
Oh.
So
All right, very
it's all
good.
about
Hopefully
how
she didn't vote for Donald Trump. All right, so don't get upset. I'm just going to restart. You guys can reapply and come back up. That was a lengthy panel we had there. So it's Cookie. She came to me. I was in my friend Daniela's live today, and she came up there. I didn't even let Cookie up. I let somebody else up. What's your name? Desmond. Where are you from, sir? Desmond. Going once, going twice. Go on. Where the hell's Cookie? Cookie came hunting me down today. All right, so I'll start back off with Kayla. Is this the first time you've been in here, Kayla? And your thoughts on the conversation? No, 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 no. I'm talking about before you joined.
And I mean, I heard a little bit before I joined up.
Well, to me,
That's why I
Kayla,
had That's why I asked Paul that question about prejudice and racism.
yeah, she's lost. She's very lost. Okay, so I'll bring Paul back up, and then I'm going to bring up four new people.
So,
With that
Kayla,
big
did you have any
carry.
questions for me?
She already asked you, Paul.
Oh,
She already
okay.
asked you.
Well, I'm sure Kayla don't agree that I'm racist.
No, but I'm not going to lie. The way whenever I said to you, "Have you ever dated a white dude?" You acted like I asked for your like one of your kidneys or something. I was stunned by that response.
No,
All
but
right. Derek, what
anybody
brings
else
you up
want to
there?
challenge me?
Wait, I'm sorry, Paul.
I was trying to see if any of your people in the comments that came up had any words for me before I
Well, hold
joined.
on. Let me see who we got here, and then I'll open it back up. Derek, where are you from?
I'm from Tennessee.
What brings you up, kind sir?
Just one of the things I think about is one of the best things to end racism is stop talking about just diversity and racism and race and color in general. To me,
I
that's
think
what
I think
ends
that's
racism.
a noble idea. But when we have a whole community of
For
people in this
sure,
country that
for sure.
refuse, that refuse to acknowledge facts, they're the problem.
I
And
got
the
that.
problem is never going to get fixed when we have people like the first chick up here. When we have people like B Love for those that have been here a while, and Julian and Paul.
I
That's the problem.
absolutely agree. And I'm a Charlie Kirk fan. I've watched people come up and debate him and try to put him down, and they try to give him facts. And I'm all for what you just said and what Charlie Kirk said. Like I'm all for that stuff. But at the same time, what I'm trying to tell, like the people that like that girl that was just talking, I'm not sure her name was. One to me, just personally, one of the best things I can think about to end racism is stop talking about it. Stop putting up this stuff. We are people. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say.
All right, Big Terry, where are you from?
North Carolina, brother.
What brings you up, sir?
I'm looking at the topic board and just listening to the conversation.
All right, what do you have to add to the conversation?
Um, as far as your topic here, response to Charlie Kirk, response to George Floyd. I mean, I both see them as tragedies. Two people lost their life.
Of course.
Um, that
Give
should
me
never be
something
a
not
case
so
that happens.
obvious. Both two people died. Two groups of people were sad, and the response was different. Why?
Response was different because of public outrage. You got one side who
Are you
said
telling me that the fans of Charlie Kirk are not outraged?
no, 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 no. When I say public outrage, I mean at the cost of how people went about it. Where because I mean, I listen to Charlie Kirk. I'm big with Charlie Kirk. It was all about prayers and peace. Where police brutality always seems to incentivize violence. And I mean, we can sit here and say that it's majority of the black community, but at the same time there's a mixture of people that's in there. And sometimes peaceful protests do happen, but you do have bad
I'm
apples
going
in
to
the
be
bunch
honest.
that
I just
start.
hear a lot of obvious
That's
things.
like,
Okay, and that's fine. No problem. We'll play
can I say
Captain Obvious
something?
right now. Hold on one second. Quack, where are you from?
Maryland.
I'm sorry.
Maryland.
And what brings you up?
So I'm not the biggest fan of Charlie Kirk. I think that a lot of the big issue with Charlie Kirk and people like him is that they're anti-intellectual, and so their tropes and their rhetoric just go unchecked. And so I do not believe that the difference you're seeing here is because of anything other than one of them is in defense of protecting human rights, and the other one is the opposite.
What do you mean by the opposite?
As in, like, the removal of Charlie Kirk through the methods in which he was removed is more of a call towards the division in this country that exists because of rhetoric that he helped spread. And that's
Well,
that.
let
And I
me tell
think
you
that the
this.
reaction towards George Floyd is an outcry as to violations of human rights, and there's a big distinction there.
Well, two things. Number one, we'll start with the
You
latter.
was hot
George Floyd overdosed on fentanyl. Okay, you might not
while
like
committing
that.
crimes.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't know why this dude is talking. Let me get rid of him. Hold on. Okay, number one, George Floyd died from fentanyl. Okay, whether you like it or not, whatever narrative you want to push, that's fine. And number two, what is something that Charlie Kirk is on record as saying that is inaccurate?
Oh, a lot of things. Honestly,
Well,
the way
give me
that
one.
he spoke about abortion was quite inaccurate, saying that it is murder and it is a violation of human rights. When most people that are in that medical field would disagree with that, there's a consensus on
But
within
what
the
do you
medical
remember? What
practice.
his argument is whenever he talked about that? What was his
Yeah,
argument?
he would always say that life begins at conception, and that's
There
like
was
no
another
no
argument.
fucking
There's more
shit,
to
dude.
it. What
Like,
was
yeah.
another argument? If a pregnant woman gets murdered and the baby
That's just a
dies,
plea to legality.
it's double
That's all
murder,
that is. It's a plea
right?
to legalities because legality
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
dictate
but it's
morale.
also factual, correct?
I mean,
It's
yeah, it
factual that
could
if
be
a
factual,
pregnant
but it
woman
doesn't change
dies,
that it is a plea to
it
legalities.
I got
So
you.
it's a
Once again,
fallacious
it's
argument. So
factual. You might not like the facts. You might get offended by the facts, but they're factual.
no, I'm not
And,
offended
and
by
I
the
just want
fact.
to
It's
take
just a
one
plea
step
to
back. Hold on one
legalities.
second. Hold on 1 second. I think, to me, the Democrats in this country are the fucking problem. And the reason why I say that is the Democrats and the media have spent over a decade calling Donald Trump Hitler, a Nazi. Anybody that supports Donald Trump is a Hitler or a Nazi or a white supremacist. The
Yeah.
Democrats are the problem in this country.
See, Americans really haven't grown past this vision, right? Of, oh, it's the Democrats, it's the Republicans. Has that ever occurred to you that it's both? That has it ever occurred to you that both parties benefit from this divide
Sure,
financially? They gain
no
capital, they
problem,
gain
no
status,
problem, no
right? And
problem.
so the
But
issue really
I'm
is the
telling
system
you,
and capitalists. How they manipulate that system.
I got you. My guess is based off this initial first impression is you voted for that dumpster fire, Carmela Harris.
No, I did not. I'm
Who'd
not a
you vote
Democrat.
for?
I chose not to vote for presidential because I hated both options. I
Gotcha.
despise both
It's
of them.
very comfortable to say you come off as the type that was handing out flyers for Carmela Harris in whatever fucking city you're in. Okay, point
No,
blank.
Kamala Harris was not someone that I think was going to save us either because it's just another Democrat. The
Entertain me.
Democratic has no
No
spine.
problem.
The Democratic
Entertain me.
Party
Entertain
is
me.
dying.
No problem. If you could wave a magic wand and make any current politician president, who would you choose?
Zoran Mondani.
Oh fuck yeah!
Hell
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah!
Or even
And
Wes Moore.
what do you like
Honestly.
about Mom Donnie?
He actually speaks to his constituents and their needs. Like he's not
He
about going to
speaks to the
sit here
people, of
and
course.
make this about, oh, look at me, I'm a Democrat, so vote for me. He's like, look at me, I'm listening to what you demand of your governance and I'm going to act upon it.
Name
I'm
your
not just
favorite
gonna sit on
policy. Name your favorite policy that Mom Donnie has put out, and tell
He
me
proposed that
hold on 1
freezing.
second. Not done with the question.
Sure.
Name a policy that you like that he has put out, and name a country, a state, or a city where that policy has worked out well. Go
The
ahead.
freezing of rent.
Okay.
It's something
And
that
where
has
have
worked
they done that
in
before?
European countries. We've done this with social security nets in other countries. We've analyzed this in
No,
other
no.
countries
Tell
and
me
looked
where
for
they have
safety nets.
frozen rent, where landlords could charge more rent. Where have they done that before?
And it's a safety net, right? So countries that have safety
Okay,
nets like
okay, so
that
nowhere.
use that
So,
kind of
very bluntly,
you
once
know
again, I'll try this
policy.
again. Tell me a policy that Mom Donnie is putting out there, and name a city, township, state, country where that policy has been enacted, and that area has thrived, has done
Perhaps
well.
I couldn't give you a direct country per
Okay,
se,
okay,
but
great.
I do think that that's a good policy for a
Of course,
constituency that
that's
is
your
struggling
opinion. But if it
financially.
was such a good policy, you mean to tell me that nobody else in the world has thought about that?
I mean, look at
Like, how
Denmark.
gullible can you be? Go
Look
ahead.
at
You can
Denmark,
talk.
though, for example, because Zoran Mondami is also included with that kind of policy, advocated for healthcare for children, right? This is something, universal healthcare, that is provided in those kind of countries in which, they don't have to worry about those social needs, as in, like, they have access to healthcare for their children.
Well,
This is
I
something
want to
Zoran
tell you
Mondami
this.
wants to enforce in New York, and so I see that as a positive when it's worked in other countries.
Of course, Quack, I want to tell you this. Donald Trump always says America first. And I
Yeah.
firmly believe Donald Trump is going to execute his America First policy and make sure that nut job Muslim Mamdani does not win. He will make sure Adams gets out of the race very soon. Then the
Against the
Republicans
will of
will
the people of New
follow.
York?
Say that again.
Against the will of the people of New York, so he's going to act against
I'm
his
so
own
sorry. How is that
constituents?
against the will of the people of New York?
I'm sorry. If the people of New York voted him in as mayor, then who the fuck is Donald Trump to tell them that they're
Oh no,
incorrect in that
What
assessment?
he's gonna do is he's gonna make sure Eric Adams gets a nice cushy job in Saudi Arabia as the ambassador. He'll offer a nice steak dinner to the Republican guy that wears the cute red hat. And we need to make sure that people like Mamdani do not run the most important city in our country.
But why should we do that when the people of that city want him to run it? Who are you or
Then
Donald Trump
wait,
or anybody
I'm so
outside
sorry.
of that city to
Wait, if
dictate
the
who they should
hold
be run
on.
by?
Are you? I feel that you're contradicting yourself. That if it's a 1v1 race, okay, the people of New York will speak, and whoever wins wins. Now you know, and I know that if Adams and the Republican gets out, Cuomo wipes the map with Mamdani.
Cuomo is struggling, very difficult right now. Like he's going after like Twitch streamers and shit because he's losing that much in his campaign.
I'm so sorry. And once
Cuomo
again,
is another
you
Democrat. People don't want establishment politicians. They
Oh,
want
they're going to
anything
get one in
but that.
Cuomo. They're going to get one in Cuomo.
But
better,
they don't want
better
that.
believe that.
So no one is going to vote for that, brother.
Hold on one second. So
You're a
you
Trump
have
supporter. You
seen-
should know this.
I'm guessing you have seen the polling where.
Yeah,
Hold on one second. Mamdani leads by double digits, close to 20 points, if not more. But
Right,
the
yeah.
second that Adams and the Republican are gone, Cuomo blows Mamdani away. You agree with that, right?
I don't think that's an accurate assessment. Not
Okay,
even
so
like just
the
by polling,
on
but just
one
by
side
looking
is
at
correct,
how
but the
people.
polling on the other side not correct. Tell me you're a Democrat without telling me you're a fucking Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat, dude.
Okay, dude.
I'm not offended by you saying that. Like it's just a matter of like we can actually analyze the polls and how people are voting and what the sentiment is in politics. People don't want establishment politicians in their governance anymore. And
Kayla
Mamdani
said
speaks
she
to
would
that
like
need.
to ask Quack a question.
But my question for you, Quack, is if that is the case,
And we'll
why?
see. This polling is all speculatory. You know,
Sure, no
it's
problem.
speculating,
No
it's
problem.
speculation.
No
So
problem.
we will see when it happens, right?
No problem. So why is it when the two candidates that I'm talking about, Adams and the Republican, drop out, Cuomo
Right.
smokes them? Why is that?
He's an establishment Democrat. He has a lot
But
more
you're
funding and a lot more
okay.
like,
There we go.
credibility
Contradiction
in
number
that
two.
sense.
You just said Americans
He's
don't
not
want
getting
establishment.
that. Right, they don't. He's getting that funding
why-
from other
why-
means. He's
why would
not
he
getting
win
that
then?
support from necessarily his constituency anymore because people see through Andrew Cuomo's shit now. He's getting that shit from other fellow Democrats that are also like clinging on to those positions because they know that people can see through their bullshit now. It's very obvious.
Funny. And the reason why I'm confident that Mamdani loses is one, Trump will do the right thing. He'll put America first and focus on New York City. I'm confident in that. And number two, whenever I ask you a question, where has his policies been implemented before and actually worked? You know, and I know it's nowhere. So the people of New York are very smart, and they will make sure Mamdani does not get elected. But Kayla, you had a question. Go ahead, love.
So, Quack,
Universal
would you
healthcare is not
disagree with the 98% of biologists that would say that life begins at conception?
Did I say that I did? Because I told you at the beginning that life does begin at conception. It's like a no-brainer, right?
Okay,
It's a
do you
biological
believe
fact.
that bodily autonomy is absolute?
No,
Okay, so then why would you justify women unaliving their children in the womb?
because it is reproductive health care.
Not reproductive health care. You're
What
taking
is
the
your
rights away
argument
from
for
a human
that?
being because you're
Right.
violating the human rights of the child.
What does it mean to be a human being exactly?
Wait, you just defined when it begins, right?
Right. Life begins at conception.
Hey,
What-
what's your
what
name?
life
Quack, my
begins at conception?
frustration, I promise you, is not with you. It's with every fucking non-Trumper that comes up here. You consistently contradict yourself. You've done it 3 times now.
Well, no. Like,
So,
listen,
baby
like,
daddy, do you think all Republicans are anti-abortion?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
That
I have people in my own family that voted for Donald Trump, but they're pro-abortion. But keep in mind, regardless of who won in November, Roe versus Wade is not going to change, right? The Supreme Court of this country is set up to give a backstop to the Republicans for decades to come. You could say whatever you want about Donald Trump, his legacy will be the Supreme Court. That regardless of, sometime in the next couple of decades, a Democrat will run this country again. And we will have that Supreme Court to assure that people like Mom Donnie don't implement dumbass policies.
if we even have a country, you're really hoping will
Wait, I'm
happen.
so sorry. Quack, come on, Quack. That gig is up,
I'm so
right?
serious, right? Like this is
Right.
not
You
this
guys
is not
said
a game to
wait,
me.
hold on. The Democrats in the media said if Trump wins, we're not going to have a country. Then in
It's falling apart
2020,
as we
if
speak.
Trump wins, we're not going to have a country. January 6th happened. We almost lost our country. Then the Democrats and the media pushed, if Trump wins, this will be our last election ever.
It's not just
It's
a
kind of like the
Trump
climate
issue, brother.
change
It
one.
is a systemic issue. The government as a whole is not effective anymore. It is corrupt. It's compromised. We
All right,
can't
can you tell
expect
me
a
an
system that
area
has been
right now, Quack,
compromised
where
that
things
to
are
work.
going well for America?
And I mean, I don't know where things are going well for America right now. If I'm being honest
Yeah.
with you, it's really hard to focus on any good when most people have a lot of dissent towards what is happening in this country. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, there is dissent in the air.
Is
So
it
there's an
a
issue.
okay? Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America that the stock market and the crypto markets are hitting record highs? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I would say it's only a good thing for a certain number of Americans. It's not a
Okay,
reflection
close to
upon the
60% of
finances
Americans.
of most Americans because the stock market is something that is more for companies than it is for the actual American populace.
Oh, okay, so it's a good thing though, right?
For American companies, I'm not
What
saying it's a
what
good thing
about the
for
close to
the
60?
economic
Wait, hold on,
disparity of average Americans.
Quack, stop, Quack, stop embarrassing yourself. There are a lot of
I'm responding to your
Americans.
questions.
I just need yes or no. There are a lot of
Of
Americans
course you
with
can.
401k and stuff like that. You agree with that, correct?
Yeah, and that's a positive in that sense, but it's
Okay,
not
great.
going to be
Tremendous.
a factor in assessing the financial needs and desires of most Americans because most Americans
Okay.
don't have access to stock markets like corporations do, right? Most
Okay.
Americans don't
You know
invest in the
that
stock
every
market like
year
that.
more and more people are involved in the stock market. You realize that, right?
No, I understand this, but it's still not the biggest reflection of how healthy an economy is, right? There's more to the
Okay,
economy
no
than
problem.
just the stock market, as in, you know, employment, for example, unemployment rate, right? Layoffs, the GDP, there's many factors to
Well, let's
assess
talk about
the
the
health of an
GDP
economy.
for a second. If you remember the Democrats and the media in this country back in April during Liberation Day,
Right.
what they portrayed to the American people was by the 4th of July, this country will be in a recession. And the reason why that date was targeted is because everybody knew that the quarter 2 results for the GDP would come out. And do you know what the results were whenever they came out?
Sure.
What were they?
No, I thought you were going to say. Go on.
Do you know what our
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you because you're the one
okay,
that's
our
bringing it up.
GDP was positive 3%.
Okay.
Okay, once again, for months, people said we're going to be in a recession, tariffs are bad, so on and so forth. But it turns out we have a strong economy right now.
Right. That's just not true though, because when you look at other
Okay,
aspects of the economy, as in
give
the
me a
amount of
metric where
layoffs,
the
for example,
economy.
39% layoffs. That's an increase of layoffs in 39%.
Hold on
We've
one
had an
second.
increase in the unemployment rate with 4.3% increase of that, and certain sectors are losing so much that they can't really keep up with that loss, right? But then the only sector that's really maintaining our economy stable at this point is the healthcare sector. And so that's a big issue because the material conditions of Americans every
All
day
right, I've heard enough. Heard enough. Okay, so unemployment. What is considered full employment whenever they release? Do you know when they release the numbers for the previous month?
Wait, when they were recently?
When do they release it? The first Friday of each month. The numbers come
Oh,
out
okay.
on
That's what you're asking. Okay, yeah.
unemployment.
And keep in mind, these numbers have also been proven to be tampered with too, right? Like, what is the validity
Elaborate
of
on
any
tampering.
of this? As in, like, they had to come out with a different report because the
Okay.
numbers prior were not accurate. They weren't accurate numbers.
Quack. There was a 9 month period under Joe Biden where the revisions went down over 800,000 jobs.
Yeah, and I didn't like Joe Biden either because
Oh,
I think
okay,
that
but
Democrats are also useless because their aim is to protect capital. As long as we have a system that aims to protect capital and profit over the actual progression of human life, then we're never going to improve as a country. It's not about a Democrat or Republican, it's about a systemic failure. And that's what Americans are not cognizant of. They don't want you to be cognizant of that. Because then they have no backing. Republicans have no backing, and Democrats don't either. Because neither of them have been able to meet that demand.
Quack,
For better
I'm just
material
telling
conditions.
you could sit there, bitch and moan all you want. You could sit there with the 12 cats that you have, I'm sure.
I have zero cats, brother.
But regardless, this country
I got
right
one
now,
cat, and it's actually very
this
efficient.
country is thriving. And whenever I say, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is it good or bad that our border crossings are down over 90%? Is that good or bad?
I would say that's a good thing.
Okay,
Like I
great.
would say having a secure border is a very
I just need
significant
good or
thing in the
bad,
country.
Quack. Quack, once again, I feel that you're not getting how I'm doing
I
things
feel
right.
like you don't really like nuance, and that's a big
No,
problem with the conservatives.
I
is
don't
nuance.
mean nuance from a dumbass that comes up here and says, Mom, Donnie should be the next mayor of New York City. Like, how,
Okay,
why do I want to
that's
listen to
your
that?
opinion.
All right, so no problem. So is it a good thing?
I listen to your shit takes, right? Because I want to grow my
Okay, here,
perspective. That
listen,
doesn't mean
here,
that I
you
have
can
to
listen
take
to
any
them more.
validity
Here,
in your
let
shit
me
takes.
get rid of your dumbass, and then we'll go from there. Big Terry, did you talk yet, sir?
Yes, sir, I did.
Why are you here?
It was in response to your board is right there.
Okay, all right, I appreciate you.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, let's
Thank
go
you.
with. Go ahead.
I said thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, Megs, what brings you up, Megs?
What's up? So
How
my
are
thing
you?
is everybody's like going way out of the question. Your response is, what is the response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd? I've been watching you for what, 45 minutes now, and I have not heard anybody respond to what's the response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd.
If you was
And I'll be
listening, the
honest
lady
with you,
did.
Megs. I'll be
No,
honest with
dead
you.
ass.
My photo really never. It does nothing. I could have this photo
Well,
up.
it should.
Well,
It
it's
should,
okay.
'cause
But
that's,
Megs, relax. You're more pissed off than I am, babe. Just
I 100%
wherever the
am.
conversation
So
goes,
mad.
it goes. It's all good.
All right.
But I appreciate you.
All right. Much love.
Sis, where are you from? Going once, going twice. All right, Grateful, where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from California.
What brings you up, sir?
Yeah, I was sort of just kind of curious about the whole conversation regarding race, but if I did address the prompt, here, let me sit down.
All right, you
My
have to
answer
sit
would
down.
be that
He's
All right,
gotta
well,
sit down.
everybody buckle up. Let me actually, Megs, I want to go back to you. What are your thoughts on the photo? Since he's
On
gonna,
the photo?
I'll allow you.
Thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate
so I
you.
guess my
Oh, is he gonna talk? He
Hold
can talk.
on, Grateful. You get a seat. Get comfy. Let Megs go, then I'll let you go.
yeah, I'm
Go,
fine with
Megs.
that.
All right. My response is I've been following Charlie Kirk for 4 years now. So I've been following him since he first came out with him telling him with his wife and him first coming out with the Charlie Kirk show and him saying and introducing his wife. If you watch the video, it's fucking beautiful. She's like, I can't do this without looking at him in the eyes. So if you watch the video, it's so emotional because when he first came out with his show, she was on it and he had her on it and she was looking at him. She's like, I can't do this. I can't look my husband in the face. She's like, I can't talk if he's right there. I can't talk. And then he's like, oh, well, how do we start this? Right. So he's like, all right, let me start it this way. He's like, this is my fiance. He's like, and she's like, oh, you're so handsome. So let me start off with that. I've been following him for 4 years. The whole thing with George Floyd and him is complete opposite. So, you know how the Democrats right now, they're coming at us and they're like, why haven't you celebrated? I don't even know her name, to be honest with you. And I'm from Boston. So when that Democratic, I don't even know what her name is. I'm sorry, because I don't go on the Democratic side. but she died and her husband died in a house. And like, I feel bad. I'm not going to be like everybody else and be like, oh, she deserved this and she deserved that and her husband deserved this and her husband, I didn't even know, because it wasn't like the Democrats, even like I'm not going to put it like where it's like all about the Democrat or the Republican, because now it's to a point where it's evil versus the good, right? That's what we're saying, evil versus good, and we all know who the evil is and we all know who the good is.
You might as well say Republicans and Democrats then.
I'm trying to, right, I could say that, but now everybody's saying
Well, to be
good
fair,
versus
Meg,
evil.
my friend Paul thinks it's the Republicans that are the evil.
No, I didn't say. I said it's bad in on both sides.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Were you not just up here saying that all Republicans are racist?
I said, you said that Republicans aren't racist, and I said there are racist Republicans.
How are we racist? How are we racist?
Go ahead, Migs. Finish up, and then let me get to the next one. Go.
Anyways, so my point is with all this being said and like whatever, you know, it's like I have a lot of folks that are on the Democratic Party, and they're like, oh, he deserved to die, he deserved this, he deserved that, because, and I have a lot of black friends, I do, and they're all saying they're part of like, and my girlfriend's talking about like white supremacists, which pisses me off, because I'm like, I'm not talking about that. Like, and I didn't even know that the Democratic chick even died with her husband, because if you're so Democratic, and I have so many Democrats on my Facebook page, why weren't they like saying like, oh, so sorry about this person? I didn't know. And I'm from Boston. Like, it obviously, you know, Boston.
Baby, you have said you're from Boston 3 times now. I get it. You're from Boston. We hear it.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how can people like sit here and be like, oh, Charlie Kirk was this, Charlie Kirk was that, and like, how can people be like saying, oh, let's hold this? None of the Republican Party was doing this when this person died or that person died. You know what? Because Charlie Kirk spoke his words, spoke the truth. And you know what? I don't go to church. But you know what? I'm going to start going to church for Charlie Kirk, because he had a point. No, fuck you. I am. Why wouldn't I want it?
Megs, where are you from again?
I live right now in Missouri.
Oh, wait, you just said you were from Boston 4 times.
I said I'm from Boston. I didn't say I lived in Boston.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go to Grateful. Grateful, where are you from? Megs, I appreciate you, love.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm from California.
And what brings you up?
Yeah, so I definitely disagreed with a lot of the race things, but if
What
I
do you
want to
mean,
stick to
a lot
the
of the
topic,
race things? What the fuck does that mean?
oh yeah, a lot of your viewpoints on race. For
Like what?
example,
Give me an example.
yeah. So for example, you said that the guy was talking ghetto. He was actually using AAVE, which is a dialect of English.
Wait, I'm so
So he's
sorry.
saying
Wait, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's what you're gonna fucking start with? You're telling me that that dude did not sound ghetto? So wait,
he was
what's the
speaking
new term for
AAVE.
ghetto now? Let me write this down. Go ahead. What's the new term for fucking ghetto? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I apologize if you don't understand what AAVE
Yeah, I
is. But
don't.
if you
Go
can do
ahead.
your
So
research.
instead of calling him ghetto, you would be okay if I called him what? Go ahead.
So would you say that British English
Wait, I'm
is
so
a
sorry. Can
form
you
of ghetto
answer
English?
me directly? Instead of ghetto, he uses what? Go ahead, dumbass. Go ahead.
See, I see what you're trying to do, and it definitely doesn't make you look good.
I want to
Would you?
appease you. Tell me what you would be okay when somebody comes up sounding ghetto as fuck. What would you be okay that I use? Go ahead, give it to me.
So if for you they sound ghetto and it's actually AAVE, then I would consider it AAV to answer your question.
Okay, AAVE. And what is that?
Yes, it's a dialect. So I'll give you
It's
an
a
example,
dialect,
right?
okay?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what
So
is it an acronym for something?
yes, African American Vernacular English.
Oh fuck yeah. But what happens here we go, plot twist. What happens if it's a white dude that sounds ghetto?
They
I'm sorry. How is that relevant to AAVE?
it's called
Wait,
Anglo.
doesn't AA stand for African American?
Yes, it's a dialect. So, like for
I got you.
example, if
So,
you use
can a
British
white
English,
AVE, which stands for Anglo American.
This app should
hold on,
not be
one
free.
second,
I
Paul.
swear to God, I learned so much on it.
So
So,
if
are
a
you
British
saying
spoke
that?
British
Hold on,
English, are they
hold
speaking
on.
ghetto?
Listen, oh wise one, I'm trying to learn here.
Okay.
So you're saying a white person could have AAVE, which ironically stands for African American something something. Is that not racist or no? Isn't that like verbal blackface?
Could you give a reference to? Could you define racism and explain how that is racist?
Wait, hold on one second. Can a white person
Can
have
Meg mute her
AAVE?
phone?
Yes, a
Paul,
white
don't
person
defend
can
this
speak.
nonsense, Paul.
I'm answering your question. Yes,
Yes.
a person of any race can speak a certain dialect. That's how
Oh,
dialects work.
tremendous. Okay, so it's not verbal blackface. Like if somebody comes up here
That's
talking
regardless of
ghetto.
what a dialect is. What I'm saying is,
Oh,
you are saying
tremendous.
that this
Okay.
is. So let's
Well,
stay on topic. You
hey,
said that this is
Grateful,
ghetto, correct?
I just want to say I fucking appreciate you. You know that?
You know, for someone who says they like to learn, I don't think you're trying to learn. I think you're trying to push something onto me. So
Well,
I'll say this
Grateful,
right.
I'll be
You said
completely
that it was
honest
ghetto,
with your
correct?
dumbass. I'll be completely honest with you. There's no
So
chance
you
in
can see
hell.
that it was
Hold
not
on,
indeed
Grateful.
ghetto,
Don't talk when I
correct?
talk, dumbass. I'll be completely honest with you. Whenever somebody comes up and sounds ghetto, I'm still gonna call them ghetto as fuck.
Regardless of if it's a
But
dialect.
that
So
was
if someone
entertaining as fuck.
if
I
someone
appreciate
comes up
you.
with British English, would you call that ghetto?
All right, let's go to what the
He
fuck's
doesn't
this?
want to concede.
No. I concede that you have taught me so much, and I am forever grateful for that. Very fitting. All right, Kidder, where are you from?
Yes, sir. I'm from Boston as well.
Hey, have you ever heard of AAVE?
You know, honestly, when I heard that, I thought it was the soap.
Oh,
I was
fuck.
talking about. You ever heard the soap, a Dove, some shit? I thought it was a soap or
Oh,
some shit.
fuck, man.
I've never heard of
Oh,
that shit
I'm
in my
thinking
life.
this is like well known.
Yeah, I've never heard of that shit in my life.
Fortunately, we have Google.
So, Kidder, do you
Kidder,
know
what,
Meg?
what
Y'all
part of
from the
Boston
same
Wait,
is that?
place?
hold on, Paul. Have you ever heard of this bullshit?
What,
So
Anglo-American?
No, she said Anglo American. Go ahead.
No,
I
I
think it's
haven't
best
heard
if
of
we
it.
search it up instead of asking people if they've heard of it, just to
All right, so
clarify if it
nobody. All
actually
right,
exists.
regardless, go ahead, Kidder. What brings you up, sir?
Um, I see your prompt here about response to Charlie Kirk and George Floyd. I mean, I could never expect a bunch of Christians to go out there and start rioting. I mean, that will never happen.
Amen.
Can you imagine people throwing Bibles at door fronts
Nope.
and at Macy? I mean, it's not gonna happen. I mean, I would
I
say
have
that you
said
know
that.
that's
I
Wait,
have
actually the
seen
proper
Christians
that's
sleep
a
with the whole
proper hold on, that's a
congregation in
proper
church.
response by Christians. I mean, what do you expect them to do? Go around with fucking
watch
Bibles?
Paul try and say some bullshit. Go ahead, Paul.
I have seen Christians sleep with the whole congregation in church, so
Okay.
I don't put
Did you
any.
say
They,
sleep?
especially in Utah, they sleep with their nieces and they're like they marry their own kids.
That's
Well,
your
that's
response?
shit.
That's not Christianity. Are you okay?
Yeah, that's
No,
That's
sick.
that's
the
a white thing.
Wait,
Mormons,
can I
but
ask
they
Megs a
still.
question real quick?
Yes, baby, go ahead.
How the fuck did you end up in Missouri?
Okay, long story short, I left Boston when I was 27, moved to California, lived.
All right, I love Megs, but she's long-winded. Slide in her DM, shoot your fucking shot, bro. All right, we're not going to go through the whole life story of Megs. I asked her how she was doing. She rambled on for 20 minutes and told me she was from Boston 4 times. Then I say, by the way, where are you from? She says, fucking Missouri. What the fuck?
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm loving the conversation. I'm just over here giggling.
Have you ever heard of AAVE?
No.
No. Okay.
What is that?
This numbnuts that I'm bringing up now, grateful. There was a dude in here. He sounded ghetto as fuck, and I called him just that, ghetto as fuck. And grateful kindly waited in the queue to come up and teach me that I should not call him ghetto. How should I phrase that? He has AAVE, or how? Like what's the?
AAVE.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That's how you would say he's speaking AAVE. That's how
Okay.
dialects work.
AAVE.
And what does that stand for?
African American Vernacular English.
Vernacular English is the distinct
Oh,
dialect
we have
primarily
someone searching
spoken
it
by
up.
Black
This is nice.
Americans categorized by unique grammar and pronunciation rules that diverge from standard English. So ghetto English.
Wait, what? Where did you get
So it's
ghetto
ghetto
English
English.
from? Where did you get that from? Where did Google say that at?
I mean, that's the definition.
No. What? Okay, pull up the source
If
and
you
we'll see if it
use
says
it
ghetto.
in a let's see. Oh, it's a legitimate dialect of English.
Exactly. So were you illiterate and called it ghetto after you read the definition, or were you
Well,
just
no, I think she
being
gave a
racist?
great summary.
No, in
Because
no
I would
form
say the
of the
same thing.
summary. So
No,
you
I
can
think the
paraphrase
summary is
something and
ghetto
not see a
English.
word and then call it ghetto,
I wanted
right?
to know if Paul was a woman or a man.
Wait, what? Sinus?
Was
Why?
Paul a woman or a man?
Why are you going down that road? Here comes Paul now, and she just so you know,
Are
Zionist, she's
you
not.
Palestinian or a Jew?
God forbid, don't call me Palestinian.
Okay.
I'm a proud Jew.
But
Why do
yeah,
you
I'm
have
whatever I
Paul
am. Whatever you
if
think
you're a
I
woman?
am. What do
No,
I
if
sound
you're a
like?
female, why do you have Paul?
The Paul fam. Do you not read the Paul fam?
Yeah, what does that mean? Do you have a photo of
Did I
an
ask you
emoji
what
on there?
does Zionist mean? Did
What
I
does
ask you
Zionist
about
mean?
anything
Zionist
like
means having the right to live in your own ancestral homeland.
That's definitely not what it means.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on. We have a walking dictionary here. What is it? What does the term Zionist mean to you? Like, what is the definition?
to me?
No. Numbnuts up
Grateful
top.
over here.
I'd rather not go down that route.
It's the
I'm
right for the
confused.
Jewish
I'll
people
let
to
you have it.
self-determinate in
He's
their own
an
country.
advocate for the kids in Gaza.
All right. Let's go to Triple X. Where are you from, Triple X?
From Alabama.
What brings you up, kind sir?
I was just trying to figure out what the fuck that AAVE or whatever is. I don't know what that is. I never heard of it, but I know down here in Alabama we just call it fucking Ebonics.
Or
Yeah,
ghetto.
so typically when you don't know something, you'll search it up. That's that is what Zionists did.
Or
So
I'll just keep using this. Is the term ghetto now offensive?
Not down here.
so if you're using ghetto interchangeable for someone who's black,
But I'm going to
I
be
think that
honest.
is
I don't even
racist.
know if he was black or white. I have no clue. He sounded ghetto.
I mean, he did have a very clearly black profile picture of his face.
I'm going to be, once again, the phone is far away and it's the size of a dime.
No, I think you're just playing dumb. Everyone knew he
Grateful,
was
do you
black.
know where the word ghetto came from?
Tell
Yeah,
me.
it came
Where
from
did it come
the
from?
it came from the Jewish people during the
In
Holocaust.
Venice.
I don't know if I can say that on here.
So
In
Zionist, you were
Venice.
so
It
fixated
came
on what
from
I
the Jewish
am. Did you
people.
ask Grateful?
Yes, I know.
Is he Michael Jordan?
So could you explain the
Independent?
relevance, Zionist?
The what?
I said, could you explain the relevance of it being from the Jewish?
No,
I
I
think
was
she
just
was just
asking
giving me a
because our
fun
walking
fact.
dictionary
Zionist
is
knows that
not.
I love to learn new things.
Yeah.
Well, did you also know that they adopted it afterwards in the United States to segregate and redline African Americans?
Well, yeah, that's how the word ghetto got to America.
So how do we
There you
get to
go.
the point of it meaning that somebody sounds ghetto? That's all I need to know.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who said it.
He said
Oh,
ghetto people have second grade like education.
well, you have a first grade education.
Oh no.
Zionist, go to Palestine. That's what
You're
you
Not
what?
Palestinian.
What is Palestine?
No, I said Palestine. Go back.
Where is that?
I don't know. You tell
I
me.
haven't found it on the map. Everybody wants to free it. It's like the longest cell in the world, yet
You
I have
seem
no
like
idea
you
what
want
it
to
is.
free it.
What?
You seem like you want to free it.
Free what?
You know what? Just go to the nearest hill.
You see? There you go. You're a dumbass. It's
Oh
okay.
my
All
god.
right, Snack. What brings you up, Snack?
Bro, I cannot stand. Okay, listen.
Oh, this is
I
fucking Sunken. What's up,
yeah, man.
Sunken?
I cannot. I listen. I know that some people like Charlie, some people didn't like Charlie. I don't think he deserved to be unalive like that. I don't know why you're bringing up Palestine. I don't know why everyone always brings up Palestine whenever there is a Jew or whenever there's an
There's no
Israeli.
such thing as
Every
Palestine. It's okay.
fucking
We can move
time.
forward.
Yeah, I know. Judea and Samaria. I know. The thing is that like you guys need to actually focus on like the crazy, insane extremists on both sides. And I know you won't. But that's really what we should be focusing on, because that's what's causing this whole entire
We don't need
thing.
to. Listen, Israel is going ahead and occupying Gaza because they fucked around and found out. Now the subject is right here. If you look at Dave's huge
But
photo
that's what I'm
in front of
talking
your
about.
face,
That's what I'm
that's
talking
all we're
about.
talking about.
All right,
That's what I'm
let's
talking
go
about.
with Peaceful. Peaceful, what brings you up?
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Peaceful. Where are you
How's it
from?
going? Cincinnati.
All right, what brings you up, kind sir?
Well, I'm just tired of the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk was racist to justify the truly racist people in America, which is the black community, which are the most racist currently in our society. I mean, that's a
Explain.
fact.
Well, there are
Explain.
people here that will tell you that black people cannot be racist.
Yep. But you could be racist to white people, but they say that they aren't racist. They'll say they're whatever. Like, the
Again,
thing
dumb
is
as
that
fuck.
racism
All
goes
right, let
both
me hear from
ways.
Paul. Let me hear from Paul or Mr. AAVE up there. Go
I
ahead, Paul.
want Peaceful to explain how black people are the most racist, because we can't be something that we didn't start. Like we have no problem with
What are you
coming
talking about?
together.
Black people play basketball. They didn't create basketball. Like, what the
We-
fuck are you talking about?
So racism comes from
Yeah, okay, ignore and
white
proceed.
people. White people were racist to
Basketball
us.
came from white people,
They
and the
were
NBA
racist
is
to us.
majority black people
There
now.
were people
So
who were racist towards other races before, like, there was ever the
yeah, but
actual
we're
like
not
slave
talking about
trade. You
other
understand
races.
that,
We're
right?
talking we're talking about in
That is
America.
true. That's 100%
That's not
true.
true.
We're talking
The slave
about
Can you tell me what the
American.
Arab slave trade was?
We're talking about American
The
history.
Arab
I could
slave
care less
trade was
about
for
the
economical
Arabs
and
and
religious
all the rest of
Yeah,
them.
could you tell me what a dhimmi is?
Oh my god, why is everybody talking together?
I don't know. It's definitely throwing me off, though.
You don't know
I
what a
just want to
dhimmi
ask
is,
the Paul
Grateful?
fam something. How come there's BET, Black
You
Entertainment TV,
can't
and
ask me
MTV
anything.
cannot only have white
You
people?
can't ask me
How come
nothing.
there's no WET?
Peaceful, what were you asking?
Yeah, I'll be honest, Zionist. I thought that AAVE was another all-black scholarship given out. I
Well, there you
wasn't
go. How
sure.
come there's only all black, blah 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 blah? But if white people try to go
Called
into it, God
equity.
forbid. When Eminem went on BET,
Are you
everybody
white,
freaked the fuck
Zionist?
out.
Are you white? Are you white?
I
No,
mean,
I'm
she's
not.
on her
Fuck
camera.
out
So you're
you.
Hey, you
irrelevant.
could see, can't
What
you?
the fuck?
Zionist, I will say
Maybe I'm
this.
irrelevant.
You do
Hey,
have a
Paul, are you part of the LGBTQA community?
I'm part of it. I'm part of it all.
And yet
Man, y'all want
you
to reach
support
so hard. This is
Palestine,
funny.
Huh?
and you support Palestine.
No, that's what she supports. She supports that.
Are you
Zionist.
losing?
Wait, what?
on this
What?
subject. I do have a good
Do you not
fucking.
We
see
just
my
called it
name?
Judea and Samaria. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I will say this since we're on this subject of the whole black and white thing and everything. Zionist does have a point. I will, kind of shore that up a little bit. For somebody that screams they're the most oppressed fucking bunch out there, you do see a shitload of them on TV, and you got a lot of nice things that you don't pay for. The government gives you. How the fuck are you oppressed?
Hey, do you believe in equitable opportunities?
I don't believe in a goddamn thing you got in California, bud.
There you go.
Because fuck
There's your
California.
answer. If you
Look
want to
at
be
your
willful
governor.
ignorant, then you search that up and learn.
Before
No,
this guy
look.
goes and
MP
walks his
Donald Trump.
Pomeranian, another thing that I want to bring up is that all these liberals are getting so pissed off that Trump, immediately after Charlie Kirk was unalived, said the left lunatics, right? The whole time for 4 years, all we heard was MAGA this, MAGA this, MAGA that. And all it is a fucking cover-up with an acronym to say radical right. But since Trump says left lunatics, you guys fucking flip your fucking lid.
So Peaceful, what's your thoughts on Candace Owens?
Well, I don't know why we're pivoting to Candace Owens. What about her?
I mean, do you not follow her?
I know who she is.
Are you
Just
are you a
jump from
fan?
one
Are
thing
you a
to
fan?
another.
I'm sorry?
Are you a fan of hers?
I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent?
All right,
Yeah,
Paul.
that means
get to
I
the
don't
point
really
where
care.
you give us your conspiracy theory so we can move on.
Oh, I'll just wait till someone else come
Why?
up.
Why are you
You
afraid to
like
bring it up?
Candace Owens?
No, I'm asking him, was he a fan of hers? I wanted to know what his
Are
thoughts were.
you?
No, I'm not either. I'm not neither or I mean, like, I'm not a fan, and I'm not like
That's indifferent.
that's indifferent. Okay, So,
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
you
that's
know
what
that
they-
she spreads like literally a good percentage of hate right next to Nick Fuentes, right?
so what are y'all thoughts on what she's saying lately?
Oh,
Like,
so you do want to go there? Go ahead, girl.
yeah, what are
God,
y'all thoughts on it? Like,
she's a fucking
her,
idiot.
so y'all think she's an idiot now?
Can I
Wait,
ask you,
I
Paul, a
think she
question,
is
bro?
an idiot.
Do you still
Okay.
believe in Santa Claus, Paul?
I
Oh
do.
Lord, here you go, bringing up something that is don't have anything to do with Candace.
Well, no, let me explain why I said it that way. Is if I
Because
spent.
to be honest, Santa
Wait, Paul,
Claus
why are
is
you
Donald
interrupting
Trump.
me? That's racist.
Santa Claus
Donald
is
Trump
very
is
real.
the Santa Claus.
Okay, fair enough. But if I spent an hour talking into a microphone selling you that Santa Claus is real, doesn't make me right.
That's like, yeah, that's the same thing Trump is doing to you guys.
And if I said to you that I have a whole bunch of evidence to prove that Santa Claus is real, and it's so important to put the evidence out there, but I'm not putting the evidence out there, would you be gullible enough to believe me that Santa Claus is real?
No, but I am
Okay, but
definitely
here you are.
interested in hearing
Here
what
you are.
Candace have to say. I
Okay,
definitely want to
so
hear
why
what she
don't
has
you
to
go
say.
write her a DM and tell her to
She
release
was definitely, like
her
she said, she
information?
was best friends
You're a
with Charlie
Democrat,
Kirk.
right, Paul?
No, I'm not
You're
a
sorry, not
Democrat.
you're a leftist. You're a leftist,
No,
right?
I am
Wait,
an
wait,
What are
independent.
you?
sunken. You always go down a road that, regardless. So just imagine this hypothetically, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Your quote unquote best friend was murdered, and you had the information that led to why it happened. Wouldn't you tell somebody? Wouldn't you release that information?
Of course. I
Okay,
think
but there
she's
are
getting
people
around to
quoting
it.
her and
Huh?
using her as if she has some kind of top secret information, and it just goes back to Candace Owens hates Jewish people. That's all. And she wants to portray to everybody that she has some kind of secret information. What kind of friend are you that your best friend just got shot and murdered and you're not putting out this information? How does it make sense?
She's exposing a lot of things.
Like what? What's she exposing?
Like just pay attention. She's
Oh,
like
I'm paying.
the
I
like
can
the
assure you, I'm fucking paying attention.
like
So,
the
what has she
the
revealed that is so
president of
groundbreaking?
that's just
It's
like
definitely nothing of value.
the letter that the president of Israel tried to read on TV, basically saying that Charlie wrote him a letter, but he didn't read the entire letter. He just took two sentences and read it out loud, but
I
Why
didn't
swear
read
to
did
the
God,
BB?
entire
Wait,
your
hold
letter.
on.
conspiracy theories are
Why
crazy.
within 72 hours of him getting murdered did BB appear on Fox News raving about Charlie?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me get my tinfoil, Dave. Candace Owens is using the death of Charlie Kirk to be relevant again and get her platform moving in the right direction, she thinks. That's what she's doing. Coming up with
Wow,
these
she's got a
bullshit
new
stories.
fan and fucking Paul up here.
If she's a
She's got a
mason of
new
turning
fan.
point, if she's a mason of turning point, don't you think she's always been relevant?
What? The Mason of Turning Point?
She has nothing to do with Turning Point. Charlie Kirk didn't even want anything to do with her.
I couldn't understand that AAV.
This guy is still stuck.
If he wanted
I mean,
nothing
it
to
is
do
dumb
with
as
her,
fuck, Rachel.
if he
I'll be
had,
Well,
if he
then
wanted
search
nothing
it
to
up.
do
You
with
have
her,
no clue.
don't
How you
you
can?
Once
How are you gonna
again,
call
I
some?
can.
It's the Timu Ebonics.
Stop. I want to hear Paul's bullshit. Go ahead, Paul.
don't you think that his wife would have gotten on TV by now and like shut Candace down?
Wait, that's the
Because
reason
Candace
you
said that's the
wait.
only person that can silence her, like is
All right, so
Charlie's
let's
wife.
just okay. Let's be 100% honest, Paul. If Erica went on TV and said whatever you think should be said, Candace Owens and people like yourself are going to continue to do what they're doing.
If
That's not
Candace is
going to
not
change
telling
anything.
the truth, then
Wait,
Erica
what?
would if the things that Candace is saying are lies, then Erica has the right as Charlie's wife to defend him and say, "Hey, the information that you're putting out are all false."
But listen, a lot of people say different things, right? Do you really see her responding to all the nonsense that is out there?
I'm talking about his best friend, his quote unquote best friend.
It was not his best
I would
friend.
shut his best friend down if you're telling the world that you and him were best friends and that wasn't true
Because
and
she's a
you're
liar. Don't you understand that,
don't
Paul?
you
She is
know
a
all
liar.
Paul,
politicians
let's
are
just keep it
liars?
simple, Paul. Paul, once again, let's just focus on the fact that she is a terrible friend. That, let's just say hypothetically, she has some top secret information. Why has it not been released? That's number one. And number two, what Sunkin said, she's using the death of her best friend, quote unquote, to gain more followers for her podcast, point blank. And unfortunately, she has the worst of the worst tuning in where they already have a perception and it's getting confirmed by her nonsense. Go, you could respond to what I said.
Who, me?
Yeah, what am I saying that's wrong or crazy or off?
I mean, that's just like me asking you what am I saying that is off. We're not gonna, you know.
But I think whenever I went down the road of asking you what has she released that is proven to be fact,
So I'm not saying anything has been proven, but I am
okay,
definitely
so
like a
until
development
then,
story.
until
So I am
Candace does
definitely
that, it's a pointless conversation.
I'm paying attention to.
I bet you fucking are. You're a noticer. You're noticing things.
Yes, because she's changing.
One second, Paul. Why are you so pressed about Erica Kirk addressing Candace when Erica Kirk is more concerned about going about the funeral of her husband? Let the
funeral has
fucking
already
woman
passed.
grieve.
What are you talking
Let
about?
the woman grieve and stop bringing these types of issues up to Erica Kirk. Let her bury her fucking
Do
husband.
you think we have talked to Erica Kirk?
Why do you keep bringing Erica Kirk into this?
Who brought up Erica? Constantly bringing up Erica Kirk.
You did.
You did.
You said, why doesn't the wife?
Brought her up. I just
But
brought
you
her
brought
up.
her up. Nobody brought up Erica Kirk this whole broadcast. I've been live for 2 hours or whatever the fuck it is.
This is the first time. I said,
I know, but
if
you brought her up.
Candace is spreading lies, his wife has the
Erica
right to
is
shut
too
it down.
busy. Erica
wife
is
is
too
grieving.
busy grieving her fucking husband. Leave that woman alone.
Having to
explain,
like
having to
fucking Candace
explain to two
Owens.
infant children what just happened to their father, and you're worried about Candace Owens' conspiracy theories. What a great friend to do it immediately after the guy's killed. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, what a coincidence that
When
now
do
we
you
can't
think she should
basically say
start?
that she's full of shit, that she starts saying this crap.
Wait, hold on. Paul, you agree that I would hope that if your best friend was murdered and you went on your platform and said, I have top secret information on why it happened, are you really that much of a shitty friend that you would keep it to yourself?
No, I'm not keeping it to myself.
Okay, so to
I'm not
me,
keeping it to myself. If I know how my friend was unalived, I am definitely going to get to the bottom of it.
so is it fair to believe that anybody with a heart that really cares about their best friend, if they sincerely had information in a serious way, they would release it, right? You agree with that?
Yes. Do you think
Okay,
that...
so it's either A, Candace Owens is the worst friend on the planet, or B, she has nothing. And whatever one you want to choose, go for it. Don't really care.
No, I'm just, like I said, she is changing up the way she used to speak. So I'm trying to see where she's going with all of this.
But why?
The point is Candace Owens is a fucking terrible friend. Okay? Because any person, like the host was saying, if this person had information in regards of the untimely passing of Charlie, then she should have released this information prior. But she did not. She kept her fucking mouth shut, and now she's speaking illy on Charlie. And you leave this fucking family alone, bro. She's trying to make herself relevant again. She's trying to bring more people to her podcast. She's trying to make clout. She's trying to fucking gain a profit off of Charlie's death. Stop it.
So you know what? You said it actually better than me. Either way, she's a piece of shit friend, right? It's either A, she's using it to gain more followers, or B, she has information and she's not providing it. So either way, she's a terrible person. You agree with that, Paul?
Well, I can't say if she's a terrible person.
She's a terrible friend. I guarantee you, if she was white, you would be cussing her out.
No, she is definitely pro-white. So even though she's black, she is pro-white. So it's not like she's one of us. So I'm
Do you
just saying,
judge
like,
people if they have too many white friends?
no, Candace is pro-white. So pro-white is meaning that she is more like, I can't explain it.
Why the
It's
fuck are
like
you running cover for her?
she's like she's not pro-black.
So Paul, what are your thoughts on the black people that follow Charlie Kirk and have the same beliefs as him?
That's their
Are they
prerogative.
Uncle
That's their
Tom's?
prerogative.
Uncle
They
Tom's
they
and
have the right to believe whatever they choose. Just because we are a part of the same community does not mean that we have the same beliefs. That's just like what do you think about the white people who do not agree with Charlie?
they're liberal lunatics?
They're liberal. Okay, so that's how you feel. I don't feel like a person having their own opinion or own perspectives are lunatics. That's how they feel. So I respect how they feel.
Well, you sound like a lunatic right now by just saying that.
Ellen,
Yep.
I'm sorry, I can't
you
respect
understand
that.
why you're getting this reaction, right?
I'm not worried about these people on this panel. I'm a still stand on all 10 toes.
I'm worried about
I
people like
don't
You
you
I
stand
living in
on
don't
all
America
10
with that
toes and
mentality.
spread your bullshit.
I
And
don't have
basically,
to call people out their name because they disagree with me. Like
it's
if
not the
they
disagreeing.
feel
You
like if they
understand that
feel
this
like
woman is spreading pure hatred. And
okay,
she
he
doesn't like
asked me
you or anyone else that isn't white.
Let me
he
tell you
asked me
something, the Paul fam, you're not acting like a true American should.
just shut the hell up.
Oh,
Why?
baby.
Because I'm calling you out?
But peaceful,
Be a
back
fucking
to what you were
American.
saying.
Stop
You
being a
said
little
that
bitch and be an American.
you said that
Make America
do
great
I
again.
think
Move
that
out of
black
America.
people what do I think about black people who
Yeah, I actually give you a little credit because for the last 4 days, I've heard that they were Uncle Tom's. I've heard that they were sellouts. I've heard them called all different types of things.
I mean, the white people have been getting called sellouts because they don't agree with Charlie. They've been getting called all type of names as well. So it's just like it
No,
goes
the,
both
the
ways.
people that don't agree with Charlie are trying to convince themselves that it was some sort of groiper, and that's the new rhetoric for the left.
That's
But
happening.
a lot of I have seen a lot of white people that are not on the left
But
or the
Paul fam,
right
why are you so racist? You keep saying white, white, white.
because this is what it's about, black and white. Sorry, you're not either or.
Yeah, but to
It's
most
not
people, it's
about
really
black and
not.
white.
That's the problem, Paul.
It's really not about black and white because I've
It's
seen
not.
white
You
people
make it
get
about
into
black and white.
this. Yeah, I've seen it.
That's
I've
what
seen
it's
white
always been
people.
about.
I've seen white people get
You
into it
see,
over
you're racist.
this shit.
Yeah, the
And
thing
it's
is what
funny.
you're calling
One
for,
of
Paul.
us.
The
It's
People
rhetoric
feel
that you're
white,
saying
white,
is
white,
race
white.
war shit.
It's
What did
funny
you
to
say?
me on all this shit and everything how two white people that don't agree and have different views. One likes Charlie, the other one don't, and the one that don't is trying to push their views on the person that does. And just because they don't agree with them, automatically it makes them a fucking Nazi. That's what I've been hearing and seeing like for the
I feel
past.
like everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's just like Charlie
Yeah, but
losing
here's
his
my thing.
life. Charlie losing his life for his opinion. That's his opinion.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I don't think
I
he should have
mean,
lost
like
his life for that
nobody
either.
should be unalive for their opinions.
Right.
Like,
But
and
here's
you
my
know,
thing. If people can go around and spread their bullshit, how in the hell are you going to claim?
All right, sorry to cut you off. I apologize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live and I'm going to start back up in like 10 minutes. I don't know why, but the one person that got reported this whole live was Zionist Barbie. That is crazy. So what I'll do is I'll just let it reset and I'll come back. Give me like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever.